Good afternoon. Hello, hello. How are you guys all doing? It is Burns. Welcome to Detox class number 19. Oh my God, can you guys believe it? We are on day 19 already. We are rocking and rolling. If you've never been here before, hello, welcome. I'm Burns. I'm your certified detox specialist, and I am helping myself through this process as we're helping other people. We're helping each other learn and grow and detoxify our bodies with fruits, melons, and berries, baby. It's so easy. It is so easy. Good morning, Amy. Amy is in the house, first in class. That is amazing. I want to welcome everybody. If you're just tuning into this brand new for the first time ever, you have no idea who this chick rocking the mohawk in her vintage glamper. You don't know this is my vintage glamper yet if you're new, but this is my vintage glamper. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I want to welcome you. Stick around. We have a beautiful interactive class that we so love being a part of. And you're watching this because for some reason you need to hear what's about to go down. What is about to go down today? We are talking all about emotional triggers. Emotional triggers. What do we do when we have different emotional triggers that are going on in our lives? And how do we overcome that and keep in mind our goal that we are doing, why we're doing this, why we're trying to get healthy, and to stay focused on our path? So tune in, say hello, drop your a comment in the comments right now. If you're watching this live, I'm going to pop up your comments and your questions on the screen, just like I've done here with Amy. And while we're waiting for class members to jump on in, I am going to share this with a few of the juicing communities where I have learned so much through this entire crazy juicing experience that I have been on. Oh my gosh, it has been such a beautiful ride. It has been such an incredible experience, and I am so grateful that we are here this morning. Good morning, Gwen. I'm so grateful that we're all here this morning to be able, or this afternoon. I always say this morning because I still feel like it's the morning. I'm so happy that we're all here today to experience whatever is about to unfold for us. Hello, Duda. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Duda's in England. How are the lockdowns going, Duda? I hope you are doing okay. So the groups that I share this with are my juicing groups, Juicing for Health, the Real Juicy Detox, which is the group where the class members here can join and connect with each other after class. All right.
Divine intelligence.
Sorry. What's going on? What's going on? Where's my overlay? There it is. That's my overlay that I want. And where is my camera? Oh, pardonnez-moi, pardonnez-moi. Pardonnez-moi. I don't know why that happens sometimes, but here we are. Look. I made an overlay. This is our Real Juicy Detox group where you can tune in, and I realize now that I need to maybe move that over because it's on my head. It's on my head, y'all. There we go. So if you want to join us after class to hang out, you got to check us out on our Facebook group. But the other amazing Facebook groups that a lot of us have found this beautiful class through are, let me just pull up that list again. If you want some other really inspiring places to learn about this from, not only can you learn about it, really the Real Juicy Detox is our classroom hangout. It's where we inspire each other. It's where we uplift each other. It's where we encourage each other to keep on going. So if you want some other great juicing groups as well, it's not just about my juicing group, right? It's about our juicing groups. Juicing and Raw Food Support Group for your healing journey. Juicing for Health. Solid Food Vacation / Juice Feasting. Juicing Mama. Those are the ones there. And then I also share this out to the Dr. Morse groups that I have loved learning from, and they are sharing the detox diet with Dr. Robert Morse and fans of Dr. Robert Morse ND. So if you're one of the admins in one of these amazing groups, thank you so much in advance for allowing us to share what we're doing in your group. What's up, Juicy Juicers? Alana in the house. Oh my goodness, we missed you yesterday, Alana, but we're so glad that you're here. How is your shoulder feeling today? Oh my God, I was so sad to see that you were experiencing some of that pain resurging. And I'm so glad that you are checking in with the group to see, what would you guys do? Like, help, I don't know what to do. Sometimes just having a place where we can ask that question and that we can let people know that, oh my God, I'm hurting so bad right now. Sometimes that is all that we need to sort of get us through, the rough spots, get us through those hurdles that make us want to cry a little bit, make us want to give up a little bit. But what is up, Juicy Juicers? Indeed, indeed. Is my camera straight? I think so. Hello, Source Energy Joan. So glad that you are here. And good afternoon, Carlene. Hello, Sehar. Sehar in the house. Hello, all you beautiful people. We are all good, just bored. Okay, well, everything helps everything. Remember, Matt Kahn, everything helps everything. You're good, you're just bored. Well, perfect time to catch up on some burns, right? Perfect time to catch up with the class members in the class. So this is good. So settle in, get comfortable, all of that great stuff, because we are going to be having an amazing class. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know who's going to show up. I don't know how this is all going to go down, but here's what I do know. We are doing it and we are going to have a fun experience. Excuse me 1 second while I just adjust things here. While I do a little wee adjusting situation. Okay, that looks good. Everything helps everything. So now that you're in the house, you have a lot of time to just hang out with us and to just have fun, right? Hello, sweet Cindy. Cindy says, hey, sweet friend. Cindy, remember we gave her all that love yesterday. Cindy, let us know, let the class know how you're doing after your dental surgery. Oh my God. Nothing is worse than surgery, except surgery in your mouth, as far as I'm concerned. You're so fancy with all the technology. Thank you, Gabriella. I'm trying. This is not even, just wait. Just give me a minute. I'm working on it. Alana says, Amy said, Alana, I had that frozen shoulder once. A chiropractic session helped so much. Sending you love. I know. I had my left shoulder was locked and frozen from like January to about March. No, before that even, but it was really impacted and really impacting my life really badly earlier this year. And the chiropractic really worked, and also juicing. Oh my God, as soon as I started juicing, I did not have that problem anymore. Source Energy Jones says, I seem to be holding on to weight. After 19 days, I've only lost 6 pounds. Or maybe my scale is broken? What are your thoughts, Burns? Well, I have thoughts on that. Let me get to that in 1 minute, because I'm in the same boat as you, Joan. Now, everyone has different amount of weight to lose, right? And the thing about it is that we can really really beat ourselves up for wanting to have lost more weight than we have lost. And I am in exactly the same place as you, Joan. First 7 days, drop 7 pounds. Easy breezy, lemon squeezy. So easy. And now I'm like, every day, it's like, come on. I want to be further on the other side of that number. My thoughts are that your body is going to drop the weight as and when it is right for you, for your body. So as we're going through this and we are seeing that our body is not dropping the weight that we want it to, we have to just trust that this process is going to happen as and when it's necessary. Remember, What is that excess weight even there for? Why do we have the excess weight? We have the excess weight because we are chronically and systemically acid. This acidosis leads to the body rushing in with inflammation, usually accompanied by pain, right? The arthritis, the bursitis, the colitis, anything that has itis after at the end of its name means that it is inflammation. Then it rushes in with cholesterol plaquing. Cholesterol, it dumps more cholesterol into your body, the liver, because we need more cholesterol, more fat. Our lipid based system is our lymphatic based system, right? The lymphatic system is lipid based. And we can see it on my eyes. Oh my gosh. You guys remember I showed you my eyes before. Let me show you my eyes again. Look at my eyes, how lymphatically congested. See that blue outer ring on the outside of the pupil? That is all cholesterol. See how milky it is? That is all cholesterol plaquing. So all of that, it's going to take some time to get rid of that. It's going to take some time for the body to release all of that so that it's and see an effect in our weight. We have to be patient with this. We got to be patient with this. We want it and we want it now. I want to be my ideal weight now, not just from a vanity perspective, but because I know that my weight is going to be a reflection of how alkaline or acidic I am. So if I am underweight or overweight, that means I'm in a very acidic body. If I'm ideal weight, I don't have any excess inflammation hanging around, I don't have any excess fat hanging around, then I am going to be in a more alkalized state. And it just takes some time. That can be a huge trigger. When we step on the scale and we see that our weight hasn't gone down like we thought it would, bam, it's like, screw this. It's not working. Why am I sacrificing like this? Why am I depriving myself of all those yummy comfort foods, right? I say that like that in jest because I love the comfort foods just like everybody else. I'm not going to bother. This is too hard. It's not even working. I'm not losing weight. I still have my rashes. I'm still feeling crappy. Screw this. I'm not going to do it anymore. Don't let that trigger you down that road. Oh, honey, Alana says her locked shoulder, it hurts all the time. Last night was awful. I used heat and had Eric rub it. Good for you. Good for you, babe. Alana says to Amy, I'm going to physiotherapy twice a week and see my chiropractor every 3 weeks. So as what's happening in the body is we get all these adhesions. Remember, acid agglomerates, it makes things stick together, it causes adhesions, it causes hardening, right? It causes a lot of corrosive things to go down in the body. On top of that, it can cause an imbalance in our parathyroid gland, which is important and essential for our connective tissue. So when our connective tissue organ goes down, all of the connective tissues that are in here start to lock up, start to seize up, right? When we have connective tissue issues or parathyroid issues, we also have more leaching of calcium from our bones. So our body wants to pull out the calcium, which is cooling on the acid situation. It's alkalizing, but it pulls calcium out of the bones, leading to arthritis, leading to a lot of bone strength issues, bone density issues. But it also combined, now that the calcium is in the system, calcium combined with acid causes hardening and causes kidney stones, causes bone spurs, all of that kind of stuff. So doing this protocol, Alana, doing this beautiful fruit, melons and berries is going to really help getting all of these things moving. I am amazed at how much range of motion I have in my shoulder. Like I couldn't even put my hand behind my back when I started going to the chiropractor. So just hang in there. Excuse me. Yay, me and Giovanna are making excuse me, loads of juice right now and hanging out with y'all. What juice are you guys pressing? I actually, let me get my juice. I am loving the citrus. Oh my God, look at my new mug from Dollarama. He sees you when you're drinking. So cute. Oh my God. Oranges, man. This is grapefruit, orange, and tangerine. And it is so good. It's very astringent. It's very, very good. I am still doing the grape juice. I had 500 mils of grape juice this morning. I've had some Heal All tea, which I have some more of here. But what kind of juice are you making? Let's hear it for the juicy juicers. If you guys are juicing and you're keeping up with this protocol during this amazing opportunity to heal our bodies, right? This is an opportunity, Judah. This whole lockdown thing that's going on right now in Europe, and that will come to North America very soon, usually 2 weeks behind. Let's look at this as a blessing, all right? It's a time where you can hang out with your tribe. Hello, Michael. Good afternoon, tribe. Oh, Cindy, honey. Cindy says, I'm doing good, just really sore. Thanks for all the love yesterday. You're so welcome. We are with you, babe. Chata, good morning, beautiful. Missed my first class yesterday due to internet issues. Oh my gosh, no. But happy and grateful I'm here now. We are so happy and so grateful that you are here with us. Alana says, oh, good. I'm so sorry. It's healing. It is healing, though, Alana. If you want to see some heavy lymph in eyes, I'll message you my pics from a few years ago when I started raw. Please do. So Alana, Cindy has been on this raw journey to heal her body. And that is proof that this is working, right, Cindy? You got proof right there in your eyes. Do also take a current day eye picture so that we can see the difference and see the improvement. But yeah, I cannot wait. I can't wait for Dr. Morse to drop his lymphatic iridology course. I cannot wait to take that so that we can start doing live readings on this channel. Like, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Alana says, thank you for all the love. You're so welcome. So let me know in the comments, guys, do you have any emotional triggers? What are your emotional Triggers. All right. So first of all, thank you so much to my amazing friend and new friend and new client, Stephen. We can see his ticker going across the bottom there. I just had an amazing first session with him on video chat before class today. And he dropped this when we were talking about, why are you doing this? What do you want to do? What do you hope to learn? And this came up. He said, I want to do something I've never done to get something I've never had. And I thought, oh my God, that is beautiful. Let me write that down right now as a banner for the class. So this really ties into sort of what I wanted to talk about today, because we were talking all about, what are the um, what are the experiences that we have that kind of slow us down from our goal, from our path here. So for him and for a lot of us, we want to be an inspiration to people. We want to be able to help other people. A lot of us who come to this work because we see a need to help other people and ourselves first and foremost, right? So I thought that was brilliant. I thought, let me write that down. But what I want to talk about as well is, what are your emotional triggers? So we all have them. For some of us, right? It might be stepping on the scale and not seeing the number move, or seeing the number go in the wrong direction to what we want. For some people, it could be hanging out with family and friends, or it could be having to make food for our family. So let us know in the comments. Let's chat about this. Alana says, wait, do you think it hurts so bad because I didn't drink as much juice as I normally do? Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that can definitely have an effect. Every single time we put something in our body, it has a cause. It's causing something to happen in our body. So if you don't drink as much juice on your program and you are in the middle of your detox program or for any time for that matter, if you do not drink enough hydrating, alkalizing, energy giving nutrition and food, what do you think is going to happen in the body? Your body is going to know that, and it's going to show you. Our bodies are incredibly intelligent. They're speaking to us all the time. And sometimes what ends up happening is that we push it down. We don't listen to our bodies. We ignore what is happening. And as a result, we don't realize that what we're doing really has an effect on our body. I think that's probably one of the biggest myths and misconceptions in the world, that what we put in our body does not have a direct and immediate effect on our bodies. That's the myth that a lot of us are burdened with, for sure. Hey Louise, so good to see you. Happy Friday. Just tuned in. Woohoo, class time. I know, right? Can you believe it's Friday already? I cannot believe it's already Friday. It's like, where has the week gone? Hey, Denise. Oh my goodness. Denise in the house. Yes, my love. Another one of my beautiful beauty queens from the United Kingdom, loving these lives on juicing. I'm so excited. I'm so glad that you're here and that you're commenting. Guys, if you've never commented in class before, can you drop a comment? Say, Burns, yo, what is up, girl? What is up? Come and talk to me. Come and talk to us. I did not know that you were checking these out. Denise, yay. Denise, by the way, is an amazing, beautiful, inspired, intuitive, giving, loving person over in the UK. Are you still doing your lives? By the way, do you guys like my t-shirt? I keep feeling up my chest. Look at this. It's like fuzzy, my butterfly. I think it's just so cute. But yeah, check out Denise if you guys. She's just so incredible. How's your daughter doing, Denise? I haven't checked in on on the Facebook side of things in a while. I will do that after class. Duda says we got loads of Dudas in the UK as well. Maybe you guys can meet up, kind of get together if you guys are close by. Wouldn't that be amazing? Duda says we got loads of, well, actually, forget that. It's lockdown right now. Nobody ain't going nowhere. Nobody ain't going nowhere. But we're here. We're chatting. We're here. Um, some black grapes, mangoes, and about 5 kilograms of apples gives me more time to learn from Dr. Morse and you. Yep. Things happen for a reason. Don't ever doubt that. Nikki says, I'm stuck at 14 pounds lost. I know. It's like, come on now. Come on now. Well, you're just going to stop on me like that? Yeah, your body's just going to stop like that on the weight loss. Remember, we are healing so much in our body. We just have to give our bodies a chance, an opportunity. But think about that, right? When was the last time you lost 14 pounds so easily? When was the last time I lost 7 pounds so easily and got into the weight range that has always been a struggle for me? When was the last time that happened? Enjoying delicious, beautiful fruit, right? So yeah, but it can get discouraging for sure. Being stuck at 14 pounds, that can be an emotional trigger, right? We can think, screw this, it's not working. I'm just gonna go eat some food. Sahara said, that's brilliant, Stephen. Thank you for sharing. I know it's so great, right? And I encourage Stephen as well he's been in the classes, but I said, hey man, come hang out. One of his emotional triggers, I'll wait to see if he pops up and he shares it, because if not, then I'll share it in a little bit. Alana says, I will never leave this house without juice again. This is the learning. This is the learning. So you didn't mess up. You're not an idiot. We need to stop talking to ourselves that way, right? Because every cell in your body is listening. And by saying I'm an idiot, that means you're saying I'm stupid. And remember, nothing is stupid. Everything helps everything. If it could have happened any other way, it would have. What is this here to strengthen within me? What weakness is this strengthening within me? And thank you. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you for the clarification. Now you know. Now you know. I don't ever leave the house without juice. Even if I'm just going somewhere and I think I'll be back in half an hour, I take my juice because sure enough, knowing burns, I'm going to be out longer than what I think. And I don't want to be caught without my juice, right? Olga in the house. Olga says, hi, everyone. Olga in the house. Woo, yeah. So good to have you here, Olga. How are you doing? How are things going? Remember, Olga is a student that we shared um, a couple weeks ago now, right? During our first week of one of her breast tumors coming out through her skin. I know it's bananas. It is crazy. How is it going? How are the tumors looking now? Send me a picture on Messenger, honey. Carlene says, I put an IV in Alana. That way you'll put an IV in Alana. That way you'll never forget. Hey, it's true, man. It's no joke. Sometimes we need that, right? Hey, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, and I'm forgetting your first name again. It's I think it's Laura, right? Let me just double check. Laura, yes. Hello, Laura. It's Laura. Laura says, and she is posting on her husband's profile. And she says, hi, everyone. I'm new to class. Welcome, welcome. Quick question. Do you peel your citrus before juicing? Yes, I do. Because I can't handle that citrus oil. It's actually, I've read varying things that says that the oil in citrus is actually toxic when consumed. So I peel everything before I juice it. Alana's laughing at the IV comment. Great question, though, because we get this question quite a bit. We do. So I would peel them for sure. And hopefully one day soon, I'll be able to take class into the kitchen and show you guys how I do my juicing when I peel my oranges. I will also start uploading some of my Saturday morning juicing classes that I used to share on Facebook. I will upload those to the YouTube channel so that they're easy to find. I promise I'm going to start doing that. Hey, let's D. Let's D says, hi, Burns. You're doing wonderful work. I sent you a private message about melons. Oh, hi, Daniel. Hello, 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 Daniel. Let me check out your message. Eat them alone or leave them alone. This is an old saying by the National Hygiene that the National sorry, I really can read. I know how to read out loud. Excuse me. Eat them alone or leave them alone. This is an old saying the National Hygiene Association coined. These are your top digesters and give their nutrition and energy fast without digestive energy loss. It's from the Your Deep Tissue Cleansing and Regeneration Guidebook. I think I can copy and paste this into here. Yep, copy from there. And I should be able to come here. Ah, ta-da! YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a bit. Okay. Okay, I'll try changing it a bit. I don't see where that would have. Okay, I cannot. I cannot change that. Okay. So I cannot post that question as asked, but I will finish reading it. So this is in answering somebody's questions on why do we eat melons on their own? And I said in one of the comments on uh, in response to this, I really don't know the full answer to that. And some of you, Chata, also messaged and also let me know that it was because they go through the digestive system a lot faster than other fruits and other vegetables. Obviously, we should always so there is a way to properly combine our foods, and one of the most important is that understanding that fruits have a much faster digestive time factor compared to vegetables. And if you eat fruits, for example, after you eat vegetables in that same meal, if you don't eat it first, the fruit is going to sit. And I knew this before, but I couldn't understand why melons, in specific to melons, why melons shouldn't be mixed with other fruits. Because I was like, well, what is it about the melons? I don't know what it is. So thank you, Chata, for messaging and commenting um, on that comment, and thank you to Daniel uh, for also pointing this out. I really appreciate it because I don't know everything. I don't know a lot of things, so I'm really glad that we are growing in this together. It's from the open quotes, Your Deep Tissue Cleansing and Regeneration Guidebook. I think because it digests so fast that it might mess with your digestion with other fruits, but it may be minimal. Correct me if you get another reason, please. So, yes, indeed, I believe that is correct. So I hope that helps for, I think it was Alana that was asking about that. So yeah, I love learning new things from you guys as well. Duda says, "Hi Denise, whereabouts are you?" I'm in Bedford. Yes, that's all good, Laura. I will remember. I'll remember. Yes, and Alana says, "Welcome, Laura." And okay, thank you. And Olga says, "I'm fine. This detox is crazy. A lot of emotions." Yesterday, I had a car seat training online and just started to cry while listening to the lesson. We'll send you a picture of the tumor. Yeah, sometimes all kinds of emotions are going to come up, and for people who are really, sensitive about feeling negative emotions, and we're really like, I don't want to be sad, I don't want to feel angry, I don't want to feel depressed. We go through all these gymnastics to suppress these emotions, but we need to get these emotions to come up, to be healed from deep within us, because emotions are stored in the body. It's stored on the cellular level. So it's part of the emotional detox, babe. And you know this. You know, you're not you're smart about this. You know it's the emotional detox. There's a lot of sadness that we have taken on and held on to, a lot of sad life experiences that that just really, it really does us in, so don't feel badly if you do experience this. I know you're not Olga, I know you're taking it in stride, but if you're struggling with the emotional aspect of this, just love up on yourself. Just go, first of all, go sip some juice because this will help you. So good. I love the grapefruit in there as well. Another thing that I want to say about these emotions that come up when we experience sadness, depression, um, suicidal thoughts, feelings of unworthiness, a lot of that is because we are experiencing thyroid weakness. That is the chemical stuff that happens in our body that directs and dictates all of that is oftentimes thyroid related. If we feel anxious, anxiety, anger, a lot of those emotions, those are adrenal related. So let the emotions come up. Have a good cry. If you're in public, oh well, who cares, right? Sometimes I will be driving down the road and just tears streaming down my face. I mean, that hasn't happened in a while, but it used to, right? It used to. Oh, Alana says, "Thank you so much for this information. I've sent it to my sister. You're so welcome." Amy says, "I might be maybe mistaken, but your body wants to digest heavier foods first. So a melon has a chance of putrefying in your stomach exactly when eating other denser fruits or vegetables." Exactly. So if we have, you got to think about it as food being stacked in your stomach, right? We think that food goes in and it just all mixes up together like in a bag or whatever. But in fact, we're layering different layers of what we're eating, different layers of food on top of each other. So for sure, that is going to cause the food, the fruit, the melon that's sitting on top, it's gonna it's gonna be breaking down and it's gonna be sitting in the stomach when really it after a certain time breaking down in the stomach, it wants to pass through the duodenum and get into the small intestine where it can be digested, right? But that hydrochloric acid is going to be making that whatever it is putrefy. And when we have putrefaction in the gut, in the stomach, what we're going to have is a lot of gas, bloating, a lot of farting, a lot of barping, barping. Barping is when you fart and you burp at the same time, but it's all coming out through the mouth. I think I just made a new term, barping. I've done that. That has happened to me. If you are constipated enough, this is really embarrassing. I can't believe I'm sharing this with you guys. But if you're constipated enough, your putrefied gut, like small intestine stuff that usually comes out in a fart through your bum, you might have that backing. And I knew that this was happening at the time. I was 16 years old at the time. It was so embarrassing. I didn't know that this burp was going to come out and smell like the worst dead, decaying animal, like as if I had just swallowed an animal and it was dying inside of me, which is what I had been doing and have been doing from then, 16 years old, right to now, 55 years old, until I started this juicing thing. That's what I was doing. I was eating dead, decaying animals, and it was all dying and decaying and putrefying inside of my body. And when my bowels got so backed up that nothing was coming out, I was constipated. I mean, like I'm talking about for weeks. That stuff is going to try to come back up somehow. And it's not pleasant, not pleasant at all. Not pleasant at all. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about in terms of, let me scroll down to here. One of the things that I wanted to talk about for you guys today was looking at things that trigger you and looking at for ways to I wanted to say mediate, not medicate. We don't want to medicate ourselves, right? But looking for ways to mediate those things. So let me know in the comments, what are your emotional triggers? Okay, so maybe you don't experience them now because maybe you're well into your detox, or you haven't started a detox yet, or you're just not experiencing emotional triggers. But let me know in the comments, what do you struggle with? I'll share what I struggle with. One of the things that I struggle with is being surrounded by food all the time. That's why during this juicy detox, this 40 days of juicing, one of the things that made juicing my first 40 days that I did in June 1st, I started. I did 40 days. I didn't have to cook for anybody. There was no real food around. I was living at my sister's cottage with her, and she was doing the juicing because I was doing the juicing. So there was no need to cook anything. There were no no distractions for me, which is why I think I really love coming into Glenda now, because I get to be like isolated in here. Like it's like I'm living at home, but I'm not living at home. You know what I mean? So being around food, I don't know how some of you guys are doing this. I give you huge props up that so many of you are still cooking for your family. I flat out told my family, yeah, not going to be making any food for you, so you're on your own. I have no problem doing that because my kids are 18 years old, the ones that live here. And Dali is on this juicing protocol too. He's doing pretty much probably 90 to 95% juice. But I won't even make his juice anyhow. It's like in the evening, if you don't want to press your own juice, I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm done. I've worked all day. I've poured my heart and soul out. I love what I do. And you're gonna need to juice your own stuff. Mind you, I just heard him. He just came home uh, for lunch, and I did tell him that I will press his cantaloupe juice right before class because I felt bad for him that he hasn't been able. He's been so tired after work that he comes home. We spend some time together, and then it's like I'm out. He'll fall asleep here in Glendale while I keep on working or hanging out with you guys. And yeah, so for me, that is my emotional trigger. Ah, yes, okay, Amy, triggers financial debt, tension in the house, depression. Yes, oh my God, those are my emotional triggers too, actually. Yeah, it's really, especially right now, what we're going through, everybody is on edge. Everybody, I was just thinking this morning. Now that we are probably facing down the barrel of lockdown number 2, we're probably not going to have the financial assistance that the government was giving out during lockdown number 1, because they were like, we don't give these people some resources. We're going to have a real shit show on our hands. We better give them some free money. So they gave us some free money, right? And it helped a lot of us out. Lord knows it helped me out, right? Then what? Then what? That mortgage that you got deferred, now they're adding another $200 to your weekly mortgage payments or $100. Imagine that, especially for a lot of people who were kind of mortgaged up to the hilt anyhow, right? Kind of cash poor because life, and you had just enough money to cover the bills when you were working full time. Now you're not working full time, and now you're not getting any assistance with funds, and now your mortgage is higher. That is a lot of stress, guys. That is a lot of stress, a lot of stress. And it could make us really go, well, screw this. I can't afford to spend all this money on good quality fruits, right? We might just say, I just got to eat something to make that so that to make me feel good. I'm so stressed out. Things are so tight right now. What can I eat that's going to give me instant, immediate satisfaction, that is going to make me feel like I'm having a treat, not this damn juice all the time. Like I want a treat. I want the lamb. I want the lamb and hummus. I want the ice cream. I want all the things that are usually so easy for me to just enjoy and black out for a little while. I want the drink. I want the alcohol, right? I want the recreational drugs, whatever yours is. This is a time when that is really, that is some hard stuff to deal with. Tension in the house. Yeah. And depression. I mean, all of it is leading this whole situation that we are in right now. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. I got a lot rolling around in my head on that, and I think that's where we should leave it for now because, I don't wanna make this about the whole current situation on planet Earth. Alana says, "Triggers, money, health issues, hell, sometimes a butterfly could land on my nose and I'll bawl." Aw, sweetie. Winter is coming and I tend to start drowning in depression, so I'm worried about that. Okay, let's talk about that, Alana. It's gonna be a different winter, baby. It's gonna be a different winter. This is a different year. Yes, we got all those other pressures on us, but guess what? Guess what we have now? Fruits, melons, and berries, baby. What else do we have right now? that was different from all the other winters. We got each other, right? We've got each other. We are all in this together. We're all doing this together. We're not out here on the raw and ragged edge by ourselves. We're not. All right. We've got the nutrition to keep us healthy and vital, to help us get rid of the acidosis in our body that's leading to the depression, healing all of this up nicely, giving our brain all of the fructose that the brain is seeking, the neurons, the brain cells, right? They're looking for this fructose to gobble up so that it could light up. Our neurons are the most electrical activity cellularly in the body. It's helping our entire nervous system, our entire electrical system come on board, come alive. It's like you got, before you were your device and you hadn't plugged it in for a while and the batteries didn't get charged. And now that you've plugged it in and you're recharging it, right? And it's at 100%, now you're not going to be shutting down all those other systems like your pituitary, right? That controls the functioning of your thyroid gland. Now everything is going to be working, even in the middle of winter, baby. This is going to be by far the best winter for all of us who are doing this. I don't care what's happening outside. I don't care what is happening outside in the world. Do not get thrown off of your mission. And your mission is to detoxify the body so that you can unlock that inner key to unlock your health and vitality. Detoxification is that golden key that unlocks your inner world of health and vitality. And without doing all of this, especially in the current climate that we got going on right now, you're going to be screwed. You're going to be screwed. We're going to see more people getting sick, and not because something is happening outside of us, but because of what we're putting into ourselves. We're more depressed right now than we have ever been. The suicide rate, people are more and more being locked down into their homes, when for a lot of people, their homes are not their safe place, right? Being out in the world is more safe for some kids than being at home with parents who are losing their minds and going through their own whole host of emotional and chemical issues because of all the things that we're talking about here: the finances, the tension in the house, the depression. How badly is this impacting our planet and our world? So much. But with these fruits, melons, and berries, baby, that's what our t-shirt's got to say: fruits, melons, and berries, baby. One of our t-shirts. I'm working on that. Give me a minute. Give me a hot minute. But without working on this fruits, melons, and berries protocol, we are destined to experience even more depression, even more domestic abuse, more alcoholism, more dis-ease in the body, right? More neurological conditions showing up. We have this. The only person who's responsible for reversing any of that is you. For you, it's me. For me, I am not going to wait for some government to tell me what I should do to stay healthy, when their solutions is put on a mask or a bandana or anything to cover your face. They don't care. They don't care. Just cover up your face, hide your identity, shut down your ability to communicate properly. Don't let other people see your emotions. Don't see other people's emotions. Okay, we have the ability to not drown in anything. If you're going to drown in something, drown in some damn fruit juice. But we're not drowning. We are thriving. We are alive. We are healthy. We're going to find this quality juice come hell or high water. And if it comes down to the point where they're going to shut down the entire world ability to access food, then you're right. Then we're all screwed. But until that time, as long as I've got this in my hand, I'm ruling my world, baby. Everything that's happening in my outer world is a reflection of what's happening in my inner world, right? Judah says, don't get me started about work, lockdown. So I escape to learning and to classes. Relaxes me so much. Yes. Yes, girl. Yes. And like I told Stephen this morning on our class, hi, Stephen, if you're watching, by the way, I know you had to go run out to the bank, but I know you will catch this because one of the things that I told him when I was asking him, so like, where do you fall down? Where do I support you? And for him, it's the weekends, right? Going out, having a drink with the boys, going to a nice restaurant because you worked your butt off all week. And now it's like, I need something good inside of me because I deserve it. I earned it. I worked so hard, right? I stuck to my juices. I didn't have any of the alcohol that I wanted, but you know what? I'm going to go out and get myself a little treat, a little something, something. That's a big one. So I told him, watch the classes, binge watch the classes. So many of us are stuck at home anyhow. What else are you going to watch, right? Watch the classes, learn something, find other great YouTubers. If you guys want a great live interactive class type of thing to watch, Infinite Waters, Ralph Smart. Infinite Waters, brackets, diving deep. Ralph Smart. He is so good. He doesn't do nutrition stuff like this. He does more spiritual stuff. And he's talking a lot about what's going on in the world right now. And yesterday, right after class, the first thing that I did is, by the way, after class, this is my spot. Hey, babe.
Hello.
Come and say hello to class. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Hello, everybody. We have a special guest in the house. This is my beautiful man, Dali.
Hello.
Duda is here. I'm sure she'll be sending you a Croatian message soon. How are you?
Pozdrav, dobro. Oh, I'm good. Yeah. That dobro, that means good.
Yes, dobro means good.
Gotta go
Yes.
to the other job site.
Yeah.
That's all.
He just came by. He was in the neighborhood. And I pressed him some. I told him that it's like one of my triggers is being around food, any kind of food now. So that's why I hide out in Glenda. And even when it comes to Dali's juices, I'm like, oh, you didn't make your juice last night? Oh,
it's okay.
Poor
No
you.
worries.
But today I was like, no, come home. He was saying that, oh, here are the comments for you, babe.
Mhm.
Dali, sup? From Amy. This is the Amy who was here on Saturday.
Mhm.
Amy.
Nice.
Said Dali, sup? See your see the thing right there?
I can see.
And then Cindy says, howdy, Dali. Cindy was the one who said, Dali, show us your haircut when we were driving the other day. Yep.
It was a bit windy.
It was a bit windy.
So blow off everything. Okay.
Alana says, hello, Dali.
Hello.
Yeah, so the other comments will come through. You can watch it on the replay. But yeah,
Okay.
you go.
I gotta go.
I'll see you later.
Love
Have
you.
a good one. All right. Let's see here. Where were we? Yeah, so Duda says yes. Classes relax her so much. Yeah, so good to hear that. And Amy says, totally, Alana. I wear my heart on my sleeve. Yes, we have each other. I know, right? So this is going to be a totally, completely different winter. Just watch and see. Usually we go into winter, we gain more weight because we're padding on more, we're eating more comfort food, we're in the house, we're not outside, we're not as active, right? This is going to be a different year, a different winter all together. Chata says, regarding the emotional stuff, out of nowhere, I miss my ex and realize I'm still in love with him and just really want to call him. No! Oh, honey, I'm not saying no. I'm just reading out your comment. No! Wish there was a magic pill to fall out of love. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, baby. I'm so sorry that you're feeling such conflicted emotions. I pray that juicing is that magic pill, surface and destroy. Listen, babe, I can help you with that. But uh, I'm just trying to think of whether I should. That is a whole Pandora's box that I love opening. I might be using Pandora's box in the wrong terminology, but let's just talk about this for a minute, okay? This is part of your emotional detox, first of all. And it's not to be minimized or dismissed. It is for real. I want to put it back up here, but I feel like I can't communicate as well when I have something blocking my face. But it's a really important thing to keep up on the screen. So let me just adjust this a little bit. There we go. There we go. You know, missing our loved ones is real. That is some hard shit, man. What is it that you miss about him? What is it that you miss about him? That's one place that I would get you to look at, babe. What is it what about it is it that you miss? Is it the love? Is it the intimacy? Is it, you know, the company? What is it that you're missing about your ex? And then what I want you to do after you kind of sit with that a little bit, what I want you to do is ask yourself, are these some things that I can give myself? Is it that this is just a heightened awareness that I'm not doing these things for myself? Because whenever we look to somebody else to fill a void, to make us feel better, to make us feel loved, to make us feel seen and heard, whenever we're looking to somebody else to do that for ourselves, when that person is no longer in our lives, we don't know what to do. We don't know how to make that happen for ourselves. And that can feel really heavy. We can feel alone, right? We can feel lonely, or we can feel alone and lonely. Is it the connection that you're missing in when I'm still in love with him and just really want to call him, right? These are all things that are part of the emotional detox. And when we realize that, and when we start saying to ourselves, okay, why is this coming up? And more importantly, what do I do with these emotions that are coming up? Go into this from a point of awareness. All right. Use this as an opportunity to develop the awareness of why you're feeling these things inside of yourself. Go deeper on it. Invite yourself to take a deeper, just peel back really gently each layer, like you're peeling back the layers of an onion. And sometimes those layers make you cry, right? And sometimes those layers make you feel stuff that that you weren't expecting that you were going to feel, especially with all this stuff that's going on right now and how paranoid people are, and things getting locked down, and us not being able to have some of these emotional needs, which are good. There's nothing wrong. Listen, there's nothing wrong with experiencing the love of somebody else in your life and knowing that they're it's helping you feel more really makes my heart feel warm and makes me feel a stronger connection to myself, right? But if I rely only on him, then when he's not around or when he's too consumed in being himself and dealing with whatever he's got going on and not showering the love and attention on me, then in those moments, if I'm not like really aware of, hey girl, you need to love yourself, you need to give yourself attention, because sometimes I'm always giving my attention and my energy out. These are times when I remind myself, oh my God, look at that. Look at you feeling all unloved because, you know, maybe he's consumed with being him. You know what I mean? So um, I pray that that juicing is that magic pill, although there are no magic pills. There are no magic pills. If there was a magic pill, whoever that discovered that would be very, very wealthy right now. We think that the magic pill is what we want, but it's really not. What you want is not a magic pill. What you want is the evolution of who you are becoming to continue to unfold and to be able to experience that without shutting down the awarenesses that are coming up for you as you elevate yourself to become that future you that you always wanted to become, that future you that might feel brave enough to say, I'm going to call my ex. I don't know, what kind of a relationship do you have with your ex? Just because he's your ex, I keep in touch with all of my ex-boyfriends and my ex-husband in the most loving way, because these are all relationships that have meant something to me. Unless your ex was abusive, a narcissist, um, you know, somebody who just did not see and understand your value, right? Unless that was your ex, then I would say reach out to him. Reach out to him and say, hey, I was just thinking about you. I'm sending you so much love right now. I just wanted to let you know that you're always in my thoughts in a very positive way. And I just wanted to let you know that someone out here loves you. What's wrong with that? I've sent that to my ex husband. Hey, I've been thinking about you. How's it going? Everything good? You know? And at other times, I'm very open with him. I really am so appreciative. Thank you so much for being an amazing father. It's not that I miss him and that I want a relationship with him, a romantic relationship. Absolutely not. Been there, done that, was great when it was great. When it wasn't, it wasn't. But for the most part, it was pretty great. And I don't think there's anything wrong with reaching out to your ex. If you had if you didn't have as long as it wasn't an abusive, a codependent, um, uh, advantage taking sort of situation, why not do it? But don't expect anything back. That's what I would say. I would say, if you're feeling these feelings, let him know without expectation of him even receiving it in a positive way, right? If he sends you a message back and it's negative, it's like, oh, look at you all in pain over there. I feel so bad for you, but I'm still going to send you out my love. Yes, our health is our wealth, 100%. And Alana says, you are absolutely right. Good. I am so glad. Hold on one second. I'm trying to get to my Facebook. I want to make sure that my Facebook feed is going okay. How are you guys doing today? How is everybody out here doing today? Everybody good? You guys doing well? I'm so happy. Mainstream health equals masks, needles, and drugs. No, thank you, right? It's crazy. Oh, there's my feed. Oh my God, this is so cool. I think most of us are on the YouTube. Oh no, 4 of us are on the Facebook. Oh, hello, Emoji King, an apple for the teacher. Oh my God, you're so sweet. I've actually had kids when I used to teach elementary school. I taught junior kindergarten through grade 11 for, I think, 19 years, which seems kind of bizarre and weird. But anyhow, I would often get apples brought to me from my students. Oh, yeah. Yes, and Gabriella says, Alana, this winter you can drown in books. Dr. Morse book, other books related to what we're learning. Yes, yes, yes. Speaking of, I would like to get into this book, The Grape Cure. Yeah, that's one of my favorite books. Definitely, if you guys are just tuning in now and you don't know Dr. Morse's book, you want to look at the Detox Miracle Source book. Really, really good resource. We work from this a lot in this class. Really great. And other ones, Arnold Ehrt, The Mucusless Diet. I'm going to order that. Actually, I don't have it yet, so I'm going to order that as well. Yes, Alana. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so happy that he was able to pop in. Oh, Duda, he'll have to see this message and respond to it later. He needs a mohawk too, except he doesn't have enough hair to do a mohawk. My poor man with the lymphatic stagnation, the amyloid plaque. We're working on it though. Dali is amazing. Like seriously, this guy jumped right into the juice right away, works a full-time, often 12-hour construction job, and the entire time has only had watermelon juice at work, with the exception here and there. Very, very like 4 times, really. The only ones not worried about eating would be the breatharians. Guess I may have to get back to that again. Oh my God, were you a breatharian for a while? The point is, on a 40-day water fast, you are breathing you are breatharian for 40 days, right? Exactly. Oh, yeah, I don't know what that means either. But he's doing dobra. He's doing good. Emoji King says, Alex G, are you on here? Dude, your video today, oh my God, especially the stork's nest. That's amazing and beautiful. I still have to find Alex G's profile. I cannot find it yet. Yes, Chata Edwards says, Emoji King, being aware at a deeper level, redirect the love back to yourself for now. It's okay. You got this. Absolutely. I mean, a lot of times we have these things come up, and it's just an opportunity for us to remind ourselves that we can go inside of ourselves. Like, what is it that I'm missing from that other person, or feel that is not in my life? And how can is that because I am not giving it to myself as much as I need to? What is this here to strengthen within you, right? Yeah, this is about you, Chata. Maybe he wants to join the Real Juicy Detox team. Oh, you guys are so sweet. You guys are so amazing. Agape love. Absolutely. So, you know, weekends can also be a really, really intense trigger for me and for a lot of people. It's one thing to be busy during the week, but then come the weekend and you got your own time for yourself and you're like, what do I want to do? That's usually the time we would go out. We would go to a restaurant. Again, with the lockdown in a lot of places, you might not have access to that. But, that's when we might start doing all that extra cooking again, because we're bored, because we're sad, because we're feeling more depression. These are all things that really tend to creep up on us. And I just want to really encourage you guys that if you are experiencing any of that, reach out to your friends who are doing this. And if you want a really cool place to do that, I really encourage you guys to, where is it? To check out the Real Juicy Detox on the Facebook, because we support each other there. We're it's like our after school hangout, so to speak. But weekends can be especially hard. Now, the good news is that I do these classes on Saturday and Sunday as well. I love doing them. They're so much fun. I do them right here in Glenda. And pretty soon we're also going to be doing our cooking classes, so uncooking, so raw vegan recipes. And we're going to be taking the studio back into the kitchen where I used to do all of my Facebook lives, and we're going to be learning about different things. So, you know, as you are going through all of this and you're working on this becoming a lifestyle, I want you guys to know that we are doing this. We're doing it together, and it's going to be so much fun. So it's going to be a completely different type of winter for all of us, myself included. Because last winter, it was not a positive winter for me whatsoever. I gained not so much weight, but I couldn't lose any of the weight that I had gained, and I did actually gain more weight, right? And then COVID happened, and then bang, Duda was saying that message was actually for Dali, who was in here right before you popped in, Emoji King. So she had written this. I cannot pronounce that. And Emoji King was asking her, what does that mean? Right? It means, how are you, brother? Kind regards. So Duda and Dali, my man, are cousins. And it's also for you as well. Sure. I can't wait to see your pulp. LOL. I don't use a lot of vegetable pulp I do not save, when I juice something, I don't save that pulp. I really don't. When I make my wraps and my crackers and all of that, um, I will either blend up the entire vegetable and use that, chop it really fine, or wet chop it in my Vitamix blender, and then use that. But I don't often use the pulp. I think probably because, Alana, I don't juice vegetables. I don't. Once I discovered and learned about um, the power of fruits to do what I came to juicing to do. I came to juicing to heal the cancer that was in my body. So when I discovered that you do that, you actually detoxify and regenerate your body, not with vegetables but with fruit. Immediately I started juicing only watermelon. I never juice vegetables anymore, so I really don't use the pulp. Yeah. All these things. I tell you, my 100 days of raw vegan food prep taught me so much that I cannot wait to share it with all of you guys. It taught me so much about what works, because there's so many vegan YouTube inspirational videos that I have watched by amazing channels, but not everything worked for me. And just little things like, what is the consistency really and the thickness really need to be for your cracker to actually be crunchy like Tanny Raw gets her crackers? It's like, do you know how many recipes, how many batches I have made of crackers that were, oh, that's flatbread. That ain't no cracker, but it's delicious as a flatbread, but it ain't no cracker. Do you know how many recipes? Do you know how many recipes I completely threw out the whole batch into the garbage because the whole thing was a shit show? A lot. So I have done all of this so that I can uh, shorten the learning curve for you, so that you coming in, you're going to benefit from all of the mistakes that I have made, all of the batches that I had to tweak something just a little bit in order for it to work, and what that kind of formula was, all of the ingredients that I have found. Oh my God. I'm telling you, I cannot wait to share this stuff with you. And I've been looking for a way and a format to be able to do that with all of you guys. And now I have it with these lives and with you guys who are really wanting to see, to learn, and to be able to do it all in one place, and then just bam, hit it up there with a video on YouTube so that now it is searchable. Emoji King says, Alana, Google light lamps for seasonal disorder. There you go. Yeah, light lamps for sure. That definitely helps. Everything and anything that you can do to get yourself opened up, get yourself relaxed, right? Anything that you can do that is going to get your energy systems within the body to flow. Those are all really good for helping with depression, including the light lamps. Yeah, and Alana says, all right, Emoji King. See the light. See the light. Come into the light. Come into the light. Come into the light. My pulp goes immediately into the garden compost. Yeah. Ours goes into the green bin. And then we have municipal green bin trucks composting waste matter for the compost. You know what I mean? Yeah, that thing. Oh, wow, Ashlyn. God bless you, darling. Ashlyn says, I'm still trying to navigate parenting our 3 autistic children. A huge emotional trigger for me is when I get overstimulated and overwhelmed by all their many needs, in addition to my own, which is basically every day as a stay at home homeschooling mom. Oh, good Lord. God bless you, darling. Wow, you have got a lot going on. You've got a lot going on. God bless you. You know, this juicing protocol it can be extremely helpful for your children. Understanding autism and that it is a neurological disorder and a lot of times brought on by extreme toxicity in a system that has come weakened, right? You got to Dr. Morris always says you got to look to the mom when you see these kind of things coming up in children, a lot of neurological disorders, a lot of lymphatic stagnation, autism, like kids that were, I don't know what your children's story is, but if this was at all, brought on by um it's heavy uh heavy amyloid plaquing and heavy toxicity in the body. And the best way to get your kids cleaned out is fruits, melons, and berries. So I don't know how much you're doing to that end and how much extra information you might need. But if you go onto rawfigs.com and you look up, rawfigs.com is an extremely powerful and helpful website that one of Dr. Morse's students has indexed his earlier videos, not the more recent ones, but his earlier videos. He's indexed based on content, subject matter in his videos. So if you go to rawfigs.com and you type in, let me see if I can do this. Hold on. Thank you so much for bringing this up, honey. Thank you for being vulnerable with us. And thank you for sharing your journey. I mean, my goodness. Okay. Let me share my screen. Where's my camera? Okay. Okay, so here we are. So if you go to rawfigs.com, all right, go to rawfigs.com and you're going to type in the search bar. Hang on, let me move this. So you're going to type in See right here in the search bar, you're going to type in whatever question that you have. Could be autism. Yesterday for me, it was rebounding. Let me make sure that I'm not misdirecting my people with the rebounding. By the way, are you guys catching the rebounding, bouncing with Burns at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? I'm streaming it on the YouTube as well as the Facebook, so check it out. Check it out. But if you go into rawfigs.com and you search autism, and you see how it says search all here? Do you see that? Right there? What you want to do is you want to click on it and you want to select Dr. Morse and you're going to click search. And it's going to pull up all of the videos that are indexed under whatever with whatever keywords that you have typed in. Isn't this amazing? Look at this, autism. There's nothing you can't rebuild. You click it, and then it's going to go directly to that part, that spot in the video where he talks about that subject. And look over here on the side, and this is what I kind of wanted to do with our videos, and we'll get there where we timestamp the videos, but this will go directly to the part in the video where he talks about autism. It should anyhow. This is very laggy right now because it is. Right? But right there, so you're going to get, that's really laggy, really laggy. So I'm going to just come out of that. So you are going to find a lot of resources and a lot of help for your kids. And obviously you're in this and you're exploring this because you really want to help your family and yourself, right? So God bless you, honey. You got a lot going on. But listen, fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Fruits, melons, and berries. Keep active in the class if you can. I know you've got a lot going on, but if you can, this is a really, really powerful resource for you. And again, Ashlyn, thank you so much for sharing your journey. I know my top students are on this. I know that they're on it and they're going to be supporting you, as am I. I'm active in the group every single day. So come to the group, the Real Juicy Detox, and come and this is your safe place to land, babe. I feel for you. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Hello, Ginny. How are you, my love? Kimberly, I remember the first time I saw a satellite turned on, I wanted to run downstairs and sit there. Are you talking about the sad TV stuff? Yes, Emoji King, the light inside you is the brightest light. Yes, 100% juice for children with autism. Could not agree with you more, babe. So simple, right? Kids love fruits, melons, and berries, right? Children love variety or not, but they definitely gravitate towards fruit, not vegetables. Yep, 190, no, I would say 100% of the time. Oh, Ashlyn says, thanks for showing how the website works. 2 of my kids lean toward raw vegan already like me. But yes, I'm eager to learn more about how I can help them detox. Okay, so when we detox kids, it is the same as when we detox fully grown adults. Fruits, melons, and berries is the diet protocol for everybody. We all have the same physical vehicle. It runs the same. So it's think of it like any vehicles you see on the road. All right? You got your minis and your smart cars, right? The ones that still run on gasoline, but they're small. You've seen them, right? It's like, what are you driving down the road in? Is that a pedal car? Are you pedaling with your feet? Oh, it's a car. So you got the little cars, right? That would be like your small people, your babies, your small kids. Then you got your mid-sized vehicle or your compact vehicles, right? That's like your teenagers. Then you got you know, your SUVs. That's like the mama and the papa. You know what I'm saying? It's the same vehicle. It works with the same your kids have the same cells that we have. They're just in a smaller package. So what you need to do is make it fun. Make having fruits fun. Just I know you're juggling a lot because of the complexity and the nature of autism, right? They're all very hyper focused and very selective and very sensitive to what they like. But once you find out what that is, listen, Dali, my boyfriend, who you saw here, who looks very healthy, doesn't he? He's been pretty much a watermelon mono diet for 4 or 5 months. Find out what each one of them likes and then fruit it up, baby. Fruit it up. Make them juices with that fruit. And I would imagine that I would imagine, correct me if I'm wrong, but do they like, if they like something, that's all that they want, like that, don't give them anything else. It's like, I'm focused. This is all I want. If that's the case, mono fruit them up. Find out what their fruit is that they want. You can also support them with the herbal protocols. All right. So the chem detox one, you want to get their kidneys filtering. You want to get their kidneys filtering just like you want to get your kidneys filtering. So the kidneys, the stomach and bowel formula is so good. You want to get their stomachs opened up, and they're not their stomachs opened up, their bowels opened up, because there's going to be a lot. It's anytime you have a neurological disorder or a neurological or a neurotransmitter dis-ease in the body, it's going to affect the digestion and the gut, especially so with kids with autism or who are on the autistic spectrum, because digestion is a neurological event. It's a neurological event. So anything that is impacting the neurons, how the brain fires and wires, all of that is going to impact and affect the intestinal, the gut, the health of the gut, the health of the eliminative ability within the body. So the only thing that's going to help that and truly heal it is your fruits, melons, and berries. You can take the herbal stuff as well, and depending on the age of your kids, that's how you adjust the dosage. Instead of a whole dropper full, it might be a drop if you're starting out with the babies. But herbs are easy to take. They are supportive of the body as you detoxify. They strengthen weaken tissues, cells, tissues, and glands and organs. They are very, very, very good. And I'm happy to help you figure out what specifically you should be getting for the kids. Now, depending on their ages, you could start with the Fab Four. So there's an adrenal formula in there, there's kidney formula, there's an endocrine formula, and there is a stomach and bowel. So you can really, I think those are the four. I could be, I don't want to be misquoting here, but I want to actually prepare, and just remind me to do this, Burns. Burns, remind yourself to do this. Okay, future Burns just reminded the current Burns to take care of this. But I want to do a class on the herbal protocols and what is a good baseline general for everybody to safely embark on their healing journey with the herbs to support what you're already doing with the fruits, melons, and berries. Because it doesn't make sense to do the herbal support if you're still eating the standard American diet. Like it just, we need to understand that the first recommendation for healing the body is always going to be fruits, melons, and berries, keeping and vegetables and some nuts and seeds sprouted in moderation. But to detox, to really clear out this lymphatic stagnation, this systemic, very very real systemic toxins from the body is always going to start with fruits, melons, and berries. Always. You're doing an amazing job, honey. Ashlyn, you're doing an amazing job. God bless you. You're doing an amazing job. We are sending you so much love. Can we just hear it for Ashlyn? Let's ring that bell for Ashlyn. Can we just you know, wow. I am not as yet familiar with Dan Winter. You've you've mentioned him before. Let me pull it up on my on my app. Let me pull it up in my YouTube app. The musician? Yeah, if it's you. Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Let me pull up his latest one. Okay, thank you. I'll look at it after class, snuggled up here in Glenda. Yes, just pulled it up. Oh, what? Oh, a satellite is a bright light used for those with winter blues, seasonal affective disorder. Okay, thank you. I thought you meant you were going to go. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to embarrass myself. Okay, good to know. Do you still use it, Kim? Ginny says, I'm doing celery juice at the moment, but I'm going to introduce other juices too. Okay, great. That is amazing. Ginny, fruits, melons, and berries, baby. The celery juice is great. It's an herb, actually. Did you know that? It's actually not a vegetable. Celery is an herb. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Celery, you're getting in that good old herbal tonic into your body. When you look at other juices, I want you to really understand fruits, melons, and berries. That is our natural, biologically bioavailable energy fuel source. It's not cellulose and glucose as found in vegetables. We think, oh my gosh, I'm going to go detox my body. I need to drink greens. I need to have all these green juices and all this vegetable juice. No, if you want to heal your body from anything and everything, you need to do that and can only do that on fruits, melons, and berries. Vegetables are great for amino acids, which are simple protein structures that are not built into a form structure as yet. So when people ask you, where do you get your protein from? Vegetables. Like, oh my God, let me feed you some wraps. Like, let me give you something amazing that I'm making right now. Right? My vegetable crackers. You want protein? Come here. I got protein for you, baby. Right? A lot of people think you need 150 to 200 grams of protein. Hello, try 20 to 40 grams of protein. Most of what people are eating in those 200 grams of protein are not bioavailable. That's right. Your body can't use a completed protein structure that is found in meat protein. It's like an already formed house. Your body can't use that. Your body needs building blocks of amino acids so that it can build your structure. So, vegetables is where I get my protein, but it's not where I get my energy source. No, the energy source required to produce an energy cycle in the body on a cellular level, every single cell has one job. Newsflash: to create an energy cycle, to produce from oxygen and simple sugar to produce heat and energy. So every single cell has a job to do. And the only way it can do that job is if you have a lot of oxygen in your system, or whatever amount in your system, preferably a lot, right? And simple sugar. So easy. Fructose, preferably. So make sure to try to get that fructose into you, okay? Emoji King says sad light. Mine, and Kim says mine's called satellite, but it's 20 years old. Cool. Kryptonite, hello, says fruits, melons, and berries. Aren't all of them just fruits? Yes, they are. Yes, they are, my friend. Yes, they are. Ashlyn says, thank you. You're so welcome, honey. Yes, Emoji King says, make it fun for the kids. Put fruits and berries in a piñata. Oh my God. Hey, listen, that might be fun for you, but that's not going to be fun for Ashlyn. Let me tell you, that would be one heck of a mess. Oh, Alana, thank you so much. Ashlyn, look, you're getting all the love. Ashlyn, you're incredible. Yes. Thank you for being here with us. We got you. Absolutely. Lots of love going out to Ashlyn. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ginny. That's all good, Alana. We all read typo nowadays, don't we? I love melons and berries. Perfect. Oh my goodness, perfect. Amy said, I'm getting so much more results on 2 weeks of grape juice than a year on celery juice. No joke. I know. I know. Same thing with me. I used to have, when I started this, it was celery juice, organic celery juice. That was an expense and a half, let me tell you what. But organic celery juice every morning, 500 mils every morning. And it wasn't, and then for the rest of the day, green juices, a variety, like tons of different green juices, dandelion juice, all kinds of astringent juices, which was fine. It was like, yeah, it started the process, no doubt. But when I switched at 2 weeks in, when I switched over to all watermelon, right now I'm enjoying some grapefruit, tangerine, orange. Oh my God, it's so good. That is when I really took off. Amy says, Ashlyn, you can totally make fruit animals. Check out Pinterest or Google. Makes food fun. Awesome. Awesome. How many kids do you have, Amy? You've got young kids too, right? Gwen says, and Amy, any other tips that you guys can give for helping this beautiful mama with 3 beautiful children? Anything that you guys can provide, any tips at all for making food fun with fruits? Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. And what else you can do on the raw vegan front? You can make all kinds of raw vegan stuff that your family is going to love. Getting them raw is going to be everything for them. Okay, get them raw. Make it fun. Remember, you are the one that's controlling what's on the plate. Okay, you're the one that's controlling that. So at the end of the day, it's like, oh, this is what we're having, but you can find things that they're going to love. This doesn't have to be painful. They don't have to like what I like or what you like. They have to like what they like, especially with the autism spectrum stuff that you're working with. You've got your job cut out for you, girl. But listen, there's nothing easier than getting kids, like Emoji King said, to enjoy fruit. Like, it's a no-brainer. Gwen said, I know you juice. You just said celery is an herb. I never knew that. What about a cucumber? Well, a cucumber is actually a vegetable fruit, a fruit veggie. It's a fruit veggie. Amy says, I have one son, 14 years old, and two kind of 17 and two step kind of 17 and 16-year-olds. So a house full of teenagers. Well, that is actually, I love my house being full of teenagers, but yeah, the teenagers can be a little more challenging. Ashlyn, how old are your kids? Kind of kids, right? It can at times be harder for us when we have teenagers, because they're going to go out and eat whatever they're going to want to go and eat, right? But I'll tell you what, there's a lot less junk in our house than before I started this because it's just not part of what we have in our cupboards and our fridge anymore. Especially my fridge. You guys have seen my fridge, right? Are you following along on my stories and my Facebook and Instagram stories? Because I show all kinds of things there. Aw, 7.5, 6, and 20 months old. Good Lord, lady. You got your hands really full. Holy moly. Well, listen, you can do this. You can do this, right? They're young. They're still relying on mommy to put food on the table. So you got a great opportunity to have just the right influence on them. What about your husband? Is he on board with this? Because when we have partners that are on board with this and are not undermining the changes that we're trying to have in our kitchen and for our families, it's really a lot easier if you're on board. How long have you been juicing as well, Ashlyn? I love this. Are you guys learning a lot from seeing what our each other's experiences are? Do we have any other young moms in the group? Let us know. Let us know how old your kids are, regardless. I have two kids of my own. So I have Kaya, who is 18. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Nika is 24, and then I have two spiritual daughters. I got Brookie, who is 18, and I have Erica, who is 18. Let me know how old your kids are. So Kaya, so the 18-year-olds live with me, although Erica is away at university, and Danica is in 24. She lives in Montreal. Yeah, so let me know how old your kids are, guys. It is harder with kids. Listen, it's harder with anybody. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I understand. A lot of times people look at us and they're so confused. It's like, what are you doing? Where do you get your protein from? That's too much sugar. What about water? What about where so much noise in our head, right? But you're in a great place right now, Ashlyn, because your kids are so little, right? You're 20 month old. There's a lot of different, there's a lot of raw vegan babies who are doing really well. Dr. Morse, again, go back to raw figs, right? Go back to raw figs and type in, let me see here. You want to go to raw figs and you want to type in weaning. I don't know if you're still nursing or not. I don't know. But we have we have information on how to wean babies. If you look up children, lots of awesome information stuff. The weaknesses facing today's children with chemotherapy, how to detoxify young children. Huh. Can you raise children on fruits and vegetables? Sick children and vaccines. The easiest way to get children to take the herbal formulas. 6 pages long, guys. 6 pages long of beautiful resources to help us with this. How cool is that? Right? Let's jump to page 3. Diet for 2-year-old children.
This question from Lucy is about my 2-year-old diet. She has a 2-year-old, and since I decided to cut out almost all her cheese and chicken, no kidding, Lucy, dump that crap. This is a little 2-year-old, Homo sapien. First of all, a little 2-year-old shouldn't be doing any dead animal tissue, and cheese is going to just clog up his poor little lymph system. So yeah, you want to ditch those real quick if it's available. Get your fruits. So this is the time that brain and nerve growth is vital. And and you've seen cases that we've shown you on this, that fruits, and those that are you that are working as healers and practitioners, you'll see that only the fruit level has the power to regenerate the human brain and nervous system. And it's amazing to see that. I've done this 40 years, so I'm very aware of neurological issues. That's why we threw this chiropractor's life up there, and just to show you the power that can happen. And we've seen neat stuff all the way down. These poor people that are in wheelchairs or frozen, stiff, and this, that you can undo these. You can undo a frozen body. How about that? That's pretty cool. I just tons of cases. Some we have videotaped. This one Lou Gehrig's case I was telling you about was just not frozen stiff, and you can see her unfold like a flower as the days went on. It was beautiful. Filmed that, so someday maybe we'll get a hold of that film and put it on this site.
Hey. Where is my camera?
To show you. She's the one I was telling you about that the medical doctor ordered like 500. Eliminate somebody's suffering that he decided, and that it was going to be.
Oh boy. What is going on here? There we go. My apologies. My apologies. Hey, Ashlyn, you did not derail the topic whatsoever. This is exactly what I want to talk about. Exactly what I want to talk about. I do apologize for the drop signal on that. However, if ever that happens and you get a black screen, just know that I will be right on back. All right, all right. Let's scroll up here for 1 second. Ginny says, son 36, daughter 34, and 2 granddaughters 16 and 17. Everyone is living with me at the moment. Wow. You got a full house, baby. How is that going for you? Janita says, hi, Janita. Bless you, Ashlyn. Truly, an 80-year-old with no teeth is also a challenge. Who is 80 years old with no teeth? Ashlyn says, my husband actually wants the kids to eat exclusively raw vegan in order to make cooking and food prepping less of a burden on me. Oh, that's sweet of him. Unfortunately, hubby eats the SAD diet, the standard American diet, and has no intention of stopping. I only juice once a day in the morning. The rest of the day, fruit and salads for dinner. I am still nursing the baby. However, I'm trying to wean him. Well, honey, on that same raw figs, if you go back and check out the raw figs, all right, and let me share the screen again. And if you know what, if this bumps out my camera, then we'll know what happened. Okay, it didn't work. It didn't bump it out. Okay, so if we go back to the raw figs, hold on, let me come back here for a second. So if we look at raw figs on page, and you type in children, right? Got some great topics coming up here. Look at all these topics. I mean, I don't know if you can read them on here, but give me a second. Look, baby weaned, what to feed when weaning. You can do all kinds of different things. I know when I was a mama, I wanted to have these babies at my breast all the time because, it felt so good and you get all that warm, snuggly goodness and all that. I nursed Danica until she was 21 months and I nursed Kaya till she was 9 months. And I was so sad when she wanted to stop nursing so soon. I was like, no, I want you to be on my boob. I want to nurse you. And what we don't understand and realize is that kids don't need the milk after, get this, 6 months. Yeah, there is so much benefit to not having them on breast milk for an extended period of time. And a lot of times we're doing it for our needs more than anything else. So you can research this. If you go again and look on rawfigs.com on Dr. Morris, you can type in children and it brings up a lot of really good information. It's all new learning because I was the whole Birkenstocks, Earth Mama, the works when I had my babies. And I did not understand that. I did not know that. I was told otherwise. I was told nurse the baby for as long as you can. It helps with bonding. It helps with neurological stuff. And of course, we don't understand that is mucus in the body. These kids, especially if they're compromised neurologically, have a lot of mucus plaque lining their intestines, making absorption a really hard, difficult thing, making absorption of nutrients. And if you're not absorbed properly, you're not going to have proper neurological functioning. So, I strongly encourage you to get that baby weaned, get that baby weaned. Right. And there's a lot of great food that you can easily wean her onto. I don't know the exact formula or the remedy, but you can use coconut milk with some hemp powder. Dr. Morris has some really good formulas for the babies, and his new formulas that he's just now getting out are also there we go, are also really, really good for babies. So, and your husband, he's just gonna you're just gonna have to do what you can do for yourself and the kids. You can talk to him about it, but if he's too addicted to the things that are making him sick and he doesn't want to realize, well, I'm not assuming that he's sick. I know that he's lymphatically challenged because both of you combined your raw materials to produce your children. So it's not some random thing. Why do some kids get vaccinated and they don't fall under this neurological spectrum of autism? Why does that happen to some kids and not other kids? It goes back to the strength of their constitution, the strength of their structure. Where do you inherit the strength? Where do you get your raw materials from for producing your baby, producing anything? If you make a cake or any meal in the kitchen and you're not starting out with good quality fresh ingredients and you're not preparing them properly, you're going to end up with stuff that you don't want to eat and stuff that doesn't taste good, versus starting out your meal or the cake that you're baking with top of the line, beautiful, fresh ingredients. You're going to have a different outcome. So whether your husband wants to admit it or not, you're both responsible for what comes out of you in the form of your children, responsible in not to put any guilt on you or anything like that, but responsible and understand that, oh my God, this is like, ah, what is this reflective of me? What's going on inside of me? So your husband has also probably got some lymphatic stagnation going on in the head, ringing in the ears, um, uh, sleep issues. He could be super tall, he could be super short, pituitary weaknesses. These are really serious things to look at. This is no joke, but you can't force anybody to do this kind of protocol. I'm just saying, hopefully, if he's open to really looking at this and looking at it not just from a perspective of making it easy on you. You know what would really make it easy on me, darling, dear husband, is if for 30 days we kind of did this as a family, and let's see how it changes our lives. What if this could be, darling husband of mine that I love so much, father of our beautiful children who are perfect. They're just experiencing some structural weakness that they need healing with, right? What if, and that's not to say, listen, I'm not saying that they're broken, and I'm not saying that all autistic children need to be healed. I'm saying you, Ashlyn, are recognizing that you might have a solution to help your children develop their neurological functioning in a way that they don't have so many challenges with what they're going through, right? There's nothing wrong with our kids, of course not. But the fact of the matter is that there's a lot of lymphatic stagnation going on systemically all through them. And even if this can help alleviate some of the burden of the discomfort of what they do experience and go through, then I'm going to do everything in my power to do that, right? That's where you're at, right? And that starts with hopefully both parents being on board. Like, same thing for those of us who have kids that are sick with something or that have cancer. It's like, come on, husband of mine. Like, I need to take you by the shoulders and shake you and get you to understand we are either helping our children be healthy or we are contributing to them not being healthy. And it all starts with the chemistry of what we ingest. And we cannot keep sticking our head in the sand and pretending like this isn't a thing and that it's not for real, because we are leading them. We are leading them, and we're either leading them down the path to Wellville or down the path to Hellville. And it's up to us to do something about it. Even if that means putting our ego away for a minute, even if that means making a sacrifice for a short-term period. And in that, doing that, I am going to be healing myself. You are going to be healing yourself, dear husband. We're going to be feeling better. We're going to be less irritable. We're going to be less stressed out. And in the process, we're all in that 30 days turning into and experiencing raw veganism firsthand, detoxification, experiencing that firsthand. What have we got to lose? I understand it's hard to give up the things that we're addicted to that are killing us. I should put that as a banner. But it's absolutely necessary. It's hard to give those things up. I get it. It's hard to give up the alcohol because you want your beer with your buddies. It's hard to give up the meat because ain't nobody taking away my burger. I get that. But we have 3 children here in our care who God has entrusted us with. And we might have a solution to helping them, because I am telling you that, and helping me, because I'm telling you this is hard. I'm trying my best here, and this is intense, and I need you to be on board. I need you to be on board with me, Not just, I want you to, go raw. Okay, yes, honey. Yeah, do that. You do that while I'm over here eating my crap. And then what? The kids are going to come over and be like, well, how come daddy gets to have a burger, but I can't have a burger? Laura says, my kids are all adults, 25, 23, 20. Wow. I homeschooled them all. Wow. What a nightmare in the beginning. I could remember being in my pajamas all day and crying a lot, but it definitely got easier and better. And they all graduated with honors. Well, wow. Good for you, Laura. Yeah, you're not derailing anything here, babe. PJs all day for the win. And yes, I can empathize with you on the frequent crying. Yeah, no shit. Alana says, I'll be back. Okay, babe. Laura says, Ashlyn, I promise it will get better. Oh, your husband, you're 71. No, you're not. Stop lying. Yeah, so, well, no teeth, no problem. Guess what? Juice goes down really well without teeth. Watch. I have teeth, but pretend I don't. Kelly says, hey, Kelly, I'm not homeschooling anyone. I'm in PJs all day with no excuse. My 15-year-old daughter does e-learning on her own. Kelly, you're cracking me up. You're cracking me up. Kids are Curry, Anya, Murphy, Masnet, 40, Dan Murphy, 37, and stepson Aaron, she 33. Wow, yeah, you got older kids too. You've been at this game a while, Emoji King. Oh, Nikki, I have a 21-year-old daughter and a 16-year-old son and a 6-year-old son. Oh my God, your kids are really spread out like mine. Yeah. Oh, wow, girl. You don't look nearly old enough to have a 21-year-old daughter, but then again, neither do I. So let me shut up. Kelly says, I'm leaving this weekend for a trip to see my 92-year-old girlfriend, and I don't have a plan as far as eating. I don't know if I'll be able to continue juicing. Well, that's okay. That's all right. Weekend trips can be a real trigger for us. Do you want a plan? Do you want a plan? Or do you want to use this weekend to, what do you want to do? Let me know, and I will know how to direct you. If you want a plan, if you're going away for the weekend and you're telling me that you want a plan so that you stay on target and that you don't use the fact that you're going away as a way out of your commitment to yourself, what do you want? Do you want me to help you stay on plan? Because I got it for you. But and I'm going to give you both answers regardless. I just want to know what your plan is. What do you want your plan to be? And on that note, I'm going to go have a quick bathroom break. But while I do, have you guys seen my Mind movie? Those of you who are new might not have seen my Mind movie. I did this Mind movie. It's kind of like a visual video vision board for that I made a few years ago to prepare myself to go to the Dr. Joe Dispenza 7-day long advanced meditation retreat. And he wanted us to do a mind movie so that we envision our future. I highly encourage you guys to think about doing something like this. There are a lot of video creation apps out there. I used Magisto to do this. And I strongly encourage getting as many video images, even video from your phone, like I used here, pictures and so on, and put together for yourself a video vision board. This is mine. I'm going to run this for you while I have a quick bathroom break, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm coming right back. Wait, let me turn off this banner first. Okay, here we
Divine Intelligence, I'm after you. You are the object of my affection, and I'm putting all of my attention on you. And I'm going to keep surrendering into you, and I'm going to trust in the unknown. You have to create from a place of oneness, a place of wholeness.
All right, all right, all right. Okay, so when we left off, I hope you guys enjoyed that, by the way. It's one of my favorite things to watch, actually. Not just because I look so great, and those were some pictures from my prime, but because here I am back in my prime again, and I couldn't fit into a lot of those outfits that I had on in those really cute little pictures in there in my Mind movie. Yeah, couldn't fit into any of those until recently. So let me just go back to Kelly. Yes, so I was asking, Kelly had said something. She said here, I'm leaving this weekend for a trip to see my 92-year-old girlfriend, and I don't have a plan as far as eating. I don't know if I'll be able to continue juicing. And I asked her, let me scroll down. I asked her, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to plan? Is this a kind of weekend that you're going to use as an excuse to not stick to your plan? Like what do you, how can I best serve you basically and give you some help so that you can have a successful weekend? And here's what I would say. The first thing is that you want to set this up and share with your friend that you're doing something that you've never done before that is going to yield you results that you've never had before with your health. And it might sound a little crazy cuckoo, right? But I'm doing this juicing detox right now. And so when I come over this weekend, I want you to know that I am so looking forward to spending so much time with you. We're going to have a grand old time. But you know, some of those traditional things that we used to do before that centered around food, I'm not going to be able to do that with you this weekend. But I've got some amazing fresh pressed juices that are going to blow your mind. You're going to love what I'm bringing over for you, for us to enjoy together. And we're going to start some new traditions of how we hang out. And we're not going to use food as our excuse to celebrate, you know. I'm going to bring my amazing Smeg juicer and we're going to juice it up, baby. I cannot wait to show you how incredible I have been feeling on this, and I can't wait to share it with you. Kelly says, again, we've been friends for over 34 years. She gets me. I just want to make her visit as less stressful for myself as possible. She lives alone and would love the company for someone to enjoy having meals with while I am with her. Of course. My daughter got her driving permit a few days ago. She's super excited about driving 10 hours to Georgia, maybe smoothie bowls, salads. Okay, so here's what I would do. The preface that I just gave you is a great way to have this conversation with your beautiful friend. Her need to chew food with you while you're there is her need. Let her have it. And in the meantime, you can be with your juice, your food, and you can be enjoying that. Or you can just let her know that while you're out here on the road, I would love if we can start some new traditions. Let's start some juicing traditions together. When you're on the road, the 10-hour drive, this is what I would do. Take it for what it's worth. I would not rely on buying any smoothie bowls or salads anywhere. Smoothie bowls are usually dairy based. Now I know you love your dairy because you own an ice cream shop. Whether you love it or not, you must love it at some point. Smoothie bowls are made with yogurt and dairy, and that is going to completely no bueno. I would not go there. Salads, okay, fine. But still, you're in the same thing. You really don't know what's actually in the salad or the dressing. I wouldn't be trusting my protocol to a road trip where I'm going to rely on stuff I can get outside of my kitchen. But what I would do is I would pack a nice big cooler. In that cooler, I would pre-freeze a couple of those or 4. I would think to myself, this is how Dali and I do it when we travel with Glenda and we go camping. I freeze enough juice for us to have until we return the following Monday. If we're going camping, if we're leaving on a Saturday, I make sure to freeze 4 liters of juice for each of us, including Monday's juice. Sometimes I just do 4 liters for him for Saturday, 4 liters for him for Sunday, and the same for me. So 16 liters of juice into a big, gigantic cooler. But if you freeze that in glass mason jars, freeze it without the lid so they don't expand too much and break the jars. When you're and leave a bit of airspace at the top of your jar so that it has room to expand. Right before you get in the car, you put the lids onto those mason jars, you pack it into your cooler, you put some ice packs in and around that as well. And the juice stays as fresh as the minute you pressed it, and it will thaw out as you go. So that's how I would do it. Then I would make sure to pack in another cooler some grapes, some chopped up fruit, some whole fruit, so that you always have something to nibble on during the drive, there and back. Do not rely on finding something somewhere out there and relying on that to stay on your detox, because you can still eat regular food, right? It's not going to throw you off. Oh, you mean to make it at the house? Yeah. So you can do that, but what are you making as the smoothie component of your smoothie bowl? I'm very interested to hear that. And good. Yeah, you don't eat out ever. That is good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, let me scroll back up because I saw some comments here. So many great comments. I can't wait to get to all of them. Are you guys having a good class? I hope you are. I'm having a great class. I love this. I didn't have a lesson plan planned for today. I just wanted to throw it out there to put this question out to you guys so that we can help answer your questions and support each other as we do this. Okay. Birkenstocks, best shoes ever, right, Kelly? Okay, Cara Jo. Hi, Cara Jo. Welcome back, sweetie. I have a question about the herbs. I received the kidney and bladder 3 yesterday. Awesome. Yesterday, I took only 1 to see how I would react. I do have some allergies to ragweed, and goldenrod is in the same family. I also ordered lymphatic system 4 and heal all blend capsules. Good. I shouldn't start the lymphatic until my kidneys are filtering well, correct? Also, when should I take the heal all tabs? So I would have to check on the heal all tabs. Do you mean the heal all tea by chance? You must, because there are no heal all tabs. I'm like, what are heal all tabs? Am I missing something? No, I'm not. Heal all tea you can drink all the time, which is what I do. I make a liter and I sip on this throughout the day. It's delicious. I love it. I put a little bit of raw honey in it. And sometimes maple syrup as well. I don't think there's anything in here right now, though. So, and then, yes, the lymphatic, you want to get your kidneys filtering before you start pulling on the lymphatic system for sure. The lymphatic 5 is one that you don't want to take at all until you are definitely filtering big time. So I would say that you can probably start the lymphatic system as long as your kidneys are filtering. Are your kidneys filtering, Cara Jo? But if your kidneys are not filtering as yet, as evidenced by your lymphatic waste that you can see when you pee into a jar, it should look like snowflakes or dandruff floating around. It might look like it has mucus strands, or it might look really cloudy. And when you let that settle, when you let that sit, that cloudy sediment that's all through it, that makes it kind of look like, apple cider or something, you'll see it as a band on the bottom of your jar. And when you stir it, you've seen me do it on videos in our Facebook group. Are your kidneys filtering? If your kidneys are filtering, I would go ahead and start and start slowly. Take look at the dosage that they have on the side of the bottle for you, and you can start slowly with that once you're filtering. But good for you. You're going to have, you guys, when you take these herbs, you're going to feel it in your body. That's why you're taking them. You want to take them so that it does have an effect on your body, and you're going to feel that effect as you're healing different parts of your body that are weakened, right? That's why we're doing this. So don't be afraid of it. They're gentle. The only one that is a bit more aggressive that you want to really be careful with is lymphatic system 5. But the other ones are gentle, and your body is going to know how to work with them, and the herbs are going to know how to work with your body. Janita says, nurse the first one for 8 months, the second one for 13 months. The second one was horrible. Sorry. Your second one wasn't horrible, Burns. The second one was a female and has had more digestive issues plus hemorrhoids and fibroids. Yeah, well, yeah. And then is that the one is that Emma's mom? Is that Emma's mom? Because, you all pass down all of your lymphatic weaknesses to your kids. And then the kids, the female kids that end up having babies are passing down more weakened genetic. It gets weaker every generation going on. That's why we're seeing such a high amount of kids that are showing up with so much really, really degenerative stuff now. Gwen says, I have a 40-year-old daughter, 27 and 25 granddaughters are 27 and 25, and 33, 31, and 16. Wow. 16-year-old son for Gwen. Look at all these amazing mamas in this group and papas. Hey there, Lana. Lana says, just popping in to send love and support to you all, including you, Burns. Oh, thank you so much, honey. I so love that. I take it all in. I'm catching the replay these days, but proud of you all. Thank you, Lana. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Diarrhea, spastic colon. Yeah, so those are some of the diarrhea and the spastic colon. So if you're experiencing that at all, you guys might want to look into the spasm formula, spasm control formula. The diarrhea, you might want to look into the GI Renew. GI Renew Loose Bowels 0 or GI Renew number 1. What to drink first thing in the morning? Lemon water? Sure. Yeah, lemon is a powerful, powerful, powerful fruit. Absolutely. Lemon water is good. I drink either my Heal All tea, which has been sitting on my bedside table in my thermos cup, so it's still warm. This has been refilled since then. Sometimes I get right into whatever juice I'm planning on drinking for that day. But lemon water, absolutely, absolutely perfect. Yes. Oh gosh, Gwen, stop it. You're holding your great granddaughter and typing at the same time. Oh my goodness, Gwen. Aww. You should post a picture to the group after class, holding my great granddaughter and trying at the same time. She is so busybody. 3 girls, 3 boys. Wow, 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 wow. And Emoji Kim Quing says, Gwen, you have 6 children? Yes, 6 children, 10 grandchildren, and 1 great granddaughter. Girl. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful. Ashlyn says, yes, you are spot on, making lots of good points. Awesome. Awesome. We want you to be successful at healing yourself and helping your family heal themselves too. Their healing is in their hands, but you got to put the right stuff into their hands so that they can heal. But it's up to them, even with the kids. Hubby has awful allergies and fatigue. Thankfully, he doesn't have any chronic illness that you know about yet or anything, but I have faith he will eventually come around to the raw diet. Good. He's a good man. Look at you guys rocking it. You're dealing with what you're dealing with. It's not easy, Ashlyn. That can't be. I mean, that's got to put a lot of stress on your marriage. And you know what? The more you guys embark on this and take this on as your path and understand that maybe a lot of this is happening. Everything is always happening for our greatest good, right? So maybe this is part of what you guys needed to learn together on this earth plane at this point in time. and you're doing it. But man, this puts such a strain on marriages. I can't even imagine. It's hard enough raising kids who are independent and self-sufficient in the world. It's another thing altogether to raise a family where you have 3 kids who are very much dependent on you, much more so than raising 3 kids that are not on the spectrum. So God bless you. I don't know how you mamas do it. I really don't. With regards to the baby, it's difficult how often he asks to nurse. He's very attached to nursing, but he loves fruit. Yeah, I know, but he's just like his daddy. He doesn't want to give up the things that he's addicted to. He's addicted to that nursing, but it's not helping him. It's keeping him. It's developing mucoid plaque in his small intestine, babe. So sometimes we need to say we need to wean we need to wean the children off of us. It's not about when is natural weaning going to happen. If natural weaning, you're still nursing at 2 years old, Dr. Morris you'll see it in the videos. You got to nurse this baby. You got to wean this baby off of your boobs, babe. I know he loves it. I know he asked for it. It's like, oh, no, oh, all gone. Here's some fruit. Here. Oh, no more nummies. Fruit. Yes. No more nummies. All gone. Sorry. I love you, baby. Here's some fruit. That's what you got to do. No more nummies. No more nummies. All gone. No more. All gone. It's all gone. I don't know. I know they're here, but the milk, whatever your word for milk is, if it's milk, your num-nums, your noo-noos, no more. I don't know. I know, great-granddaughter. What? I have another client of mine. She's a student in this class as well, Nabila. She's a great-grandmother, and she's my age. I'm like, what? Oh, cray. Wow, I want that. Oh, Emoji King, you're so cute. Emoji King wants to be a great-grandpa. My oldest grandchild, Anthony, and I share a birthday. Oh, how special. Yeah, great-grandchildren, eh? Crazy. I want to make sure I didn't miss any other comments up here. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Gwen says, emoji, I don't think so. This is my time for myself, and they always want me to babysit. My oldest granddaughter is 22. Oh my God, wow. Okay, so did that plan help you? Does that plan help, Kelly? Give me your feedback. Let me see. Let me scroll down. Oh, and she says, for the record, I've never even liked ice cream. I'm allergic to dairy. Oh my God, you're hilarious. Okay, so let me scroll back up. Okay, here we go. Emoji King has a grandson that is 20. Oh my God. So when you see our beautiful young people here, I really understand why they resonate with you. Detox Your Being. I know he's not in class today, but guys, go check out Detox Your Being. I love his channel. Yeah. I resonate with him so much too, because my daughter is 24 and my other daughters are 18. So it's like, oh my God, it's like, you see these young kids coming up, like Duda's daughter, Giovanna, is 22 and so talented and so looking for the light and being the light. It's so cool to watch. Gwen says, I started to make children at a young age, got my first daughter when I was 16. Oh my goodness, you were a teen mama. Alana says, I have Emma, my baby Yoda, and my boyfriend who's 45 going on 16 sometimes. That could be a good thing. All right. That could be a good thing. You don't want somebody who's an old man in a lot of ways, but you also want someone who's a grown man in a lot of ways. Cindy has one son that is 23. Oh my God, look at these beautiful families involved here. When we impact our health as a mom, as a dad, as a grandmother, as a grandfather, as an aunt, as an uncle, as a sister, as a brother, when we impact our health, it has a ripple effect you don't even realize, you don't even know, onto your family. Maybe not now, maybe not yet, but at some point in time, they're going to come asking you for help. They're going to come and they're going to say, okay, I've seen you rocking this healthy path and thought you were crazy at first, thought you were nuts, but I need help now. Can you help me? A lot of amazing people here. Yes. Okay. Thyroid. Should also specify I have Graves' disease and Hashimoto's, diagnosed after a year of having my first baby. Tried detox 2 years ago and fell off the wagon after only a few months. A few months of detox? Girl, give yourself a huge pat on the back. That is amazing. Now, after having some scary new that was a loud motorcycle. Did you hear that, Emoji King? Now, after having some scary new symptoms and episodes, I am making a comeback and determined to regain my health. Good for you. Good for you. Yes, bells ringing for Ashlyn. Good for you, babe. So Graves and Hashimoto's, that is all thyroid. That's all that is. That's easy to heal, right? Fruits, melons, and berries, baby. That's how you heal that. Support, herbal support to heal that. You got to be really careful whenever you're dealing with the thyroid, right? Because you don't want to overstimulate it. You want to look at your pituitary. How tall are you? If you're like me, like a little shorty, and you might be, because I can see your profile picture there. If you're a shorty, then you got pituitary weakness, right? Pituitary weakness leads to thyroid weakness because the pituitary gland produces thyroid stimulating hormones. So we got to look at that. You got to look at the adrenals, clearing out. What the what? Let me make sure I'm still hardwired in on the computer network. Yes, it is still connected. Okay, so let's keep going. So, first of all, Ashlyn, I want to congratulate you, and I want you to congratulate yourself for doing a detox program for a few months. That is amazing. So we know that there are different levels to detox, right? Now that you are here and that you have found this supportive community and you found me and you found a little bit of, connectivity with other people, you know that you're not in this alone. We are going to help you at all different levels and all different phases and stages of your detox program. So don't worry. We got you, babe. And we're in this for the long haul. This is not just let's do a little 40-day cleanse. A little 40-day cleanse is like, that's a lot. That's a big 40-day cleanse. It's not just about let's do a cleanse for 40 days and then we're going to go back to eating the crap that we used to eat. We're looking at how do we make this and turn this into a lifestyle so that we're always detoxing our body. So the name of the tea is the Heal All Tea. Heal All Tea. HEALALLTEA. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing some faces in here. Yay! Elaine. Hi, Elaine. How are you? A 30-year-old son? Girl, you are rocking it. And a 32-year-old daughter? Oh my goodness, you look like you are in your 30s yourself. What you talking about, Willis? Kelly says, I'm not telling her I'm coming. I'm just showing up. It's her birthday. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. You're going to have triggers. You're going to have emotional triggers, Kelly. I recommend having the discussion with her to let her know that you're on a beautiful healing journey and that you're not having any cake this time around. Bring her some fruit. Oh my God. Get her one of those fresh fruit baskets. You know, the one with the skewers and the fruit and the flowers, the fruit arrangements. Get her one of those, right? Make it something special. Make it different this year. Oh, I'm so glad that you're back. What time was that? At 2:16? Oh, that wasn't that long ago. Okay, good. Gwen says, yes, emoji, huge responsibility. And the older they get, they always want something. Well, Gwen, that's when you have to stand in your power and say, aw, I would love to help you, but this is a great opportunity for you to learn how to create this in a different way for yourself instead of grandma coming to the rescue. People are always going to want to take, Gwen, even when it's family, even when it's our own kids. When it's our own kids, it's like, oh my God, you want my elbow? And they're going to come for your armpit next. You know the expression, right? Give someone your elbow, they're going to try to take your armpit. You have to have healthy boundaries for your kids and your grandkids. It doesn't mean you don't love them. It doesn't mean they're not going to love you. It means they're going to respect you more. If they're always pulling on you, asking for you for things, asking for you to babysit, asking you for this, asking you for that, at a certain point in time, Gwen, you got to realize that you teach people how to treat you. You teach people how to treat you. You teach your granddaughters, your grandsons, you teach your children how they ought to treat you. And that means always never being able to say no. What is that doing for your health? You know, I have been meaning to drop some homework up in here. You guys ready for some homework? All right. I am going to drop some homework up in here in the comments to this video if you're watching this on YouTube, and in the private group on Facebook. Come and join the Facebook community after class. We hang out, we support each other, we lift each other up. We ask, we're just amazing up in there. The Real Juicy Detox. Come on over because I'm going to drop some homework. I'm going to drop it for you right now. I'm going to drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. All right. I want you to go and check out Gabor Mate on the topic of when the body says no. When the body says no. A lot of us who get very chronic, very especially neurological issues coming up, have that come up because we can't say no to people. And he lists a lot of characteristics that he says in the beginning. See how many of these characteristics you identify with as a person, especially if you're on a healing journey. And oh my God, every one of them I completely related to. Going out of my way to help other people, putting myself second, not taking time for myself, saying yes to everything, feeling bad about saying no to people, and we're killing ourselves with that. We're killing ourselves with that. That is not where you want to be resonating and living from. Always not being able to turn anybody down, not being able to say no. When you want to say yes and you're forced to say no because you don't want to hurt someone else's feelings and vice versa. When you want to say no, but the person is asking you again and it's like, oh my God, I don't want to disappoint them. Okay, I'll do it. And inside you're screaming because you don't want to frigging do it. And you're feeling after a while resentful and anger, right? When the body says no is his book. And I want us to go and check out. I will drop the link in the after this video airs. And we are all going to check out this week and leading up to, let's say, Sunday again. Well, this weekend. I want you to go check it out. Because on Sunday, I want to talk about that. How many of us fall into this category of not being able to say no? The older they get, the more self-reliant they should be, Gwen. You're teaching them how to be too reliant on you by not saying no. So stop that, because it's not healthy for you, babe. You need to say no to a lot more than you're saying no to right now. Kelly says coconut milk. Okay, that's good. Yes, make some smoothie bowls. Use the coconut milk, right? I wouldn't, though. I would just rely on the fresh fruit. When we're back into the eating portion of our program, right? Then you can have the smoothie bowls, but it's going to slow down your detox too much, babe. Hey, Beverly is here. Yay! Yay! Had the best pain-free walk in almost 3 years after 5 days juicing. What? Shut up. I have a bowl of veggies so that I have a crunch, a bit of juice the rest of the day, and I drink herbal teas. That's amazing. That is really good, babe. I have rheumatoid arthritis, ankylosing spondylitis, Baker's cysts in both knees, and high blood pressure, and have not been able to kneel or walk without limping. God bless you, babe. Oh my God. Since February 2018. Blood pressure, almost normal. I got to keep going. This is great. Best feeling ever. Bless, love always. Yes. Yes, Beverly. Let's ring some bells for Beverly, girl. I am so happy for you. I am so daggone happy for you. I'm so effing happy for you. Huge applause. Yes. People want to doubt, right? They want to doubt, but they don't want to try it. They want to poo-poo the fruits, but they don't want to try it. And then you get someone like Beverly that says, oh, I'm going to try this. And she gets pain relief in 5 days. 5 days. 5 days of doing this. You have the power to heal your body. We all have the power to heal our bodies. The medical community isn't going to be doing this. The allopathic medicine isn't, this is not where you're going to get this. No, no, sorry, no. This kind of fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Fruits, melons, and berries, baby. This is our food. This is our fuel. This is our natural, amazing, detoxifying food for our bodies that the Creator put here for us. Amazing. Congratulations, Beverly. I'm so happy for you. Oh my God. I'm so happy for you. Kara Joe says, maybe it's tea, but it's the same size jar as the capsules. Okay, so it is capsules. What does it say on the side of the jar, sweetie? I don't have my reference material here with me right now. Emoji King says, Gwen, I know, but more so the adults in my case. With the money, well, same thing for you, Emoji King. You got to say, you know what? You want money? This is a great opportunity to use that to learn how to line your energy up to what you want. And I'm not going to enable that for you right now, because I know that if I do that for you, you're not going to be able to create that in a more creative, more sustainable way for yourself. So grandpa, dad would love to help you out with that. And I'm going to be your loudest cheerleader, your biggest cheer. You want ideas? You want to sit down? You want to brainstorm ways to get creative, to make financial abundance a reality in your life? Like how grandpa has it, right? As otherwise, why would you be coming to me other than I got the source, right? Let me teach you how to tap into the source. But if I just give you the money, I'm not going to be enabling you to sharpen and practice your creation abilities, your ability to create the life that you want, instead of just asking me for a handout. I would love to do that for you more. And I understand I've kind of trained you to think that this is your source of abundance, but this isn't your source of abundance anymore, my darling. But let me show you how to tap into your genuine, unique source of abundance. It's really fun. It's really cool, but it's going to take you doing the work to massage your vibration into a place of more abundance. Yay, Alana says, Ashlyn, I've stopped taking my prescribed allergy meds. Amazing, right? That plan will work if I want it bad enough. Anything can work. I just have to figure it out. Yep. And you might stumble and fall. Just take lots of fruit with you and you'll be fine. I have some Froze-Zip bags that are perfect for juicing and traveling. Oh my gosh, can you post a link to that or a photo of what you use, your Froze-Zip bags? Are those just the Ziploc bags that for frozen food? Will that work for juice? Is it a different bag structure? I have so many questions. Because I have so many citrus in my fridge right now, and I need to, I can only drink about 3 or 4 of the containers that I bought a day, and I need to freeze some stuff. But every time I've frozen stuff in Ziploc bags, they always leak when I take them out of the freezer. People need to know. Yes, ringing some bells up in here for Beverly. What? Whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, I love that bell. I am telling you, the bell, it's everything. This bell is everything, my people. Kelly, when you come back from the weekend and you tell us how amazing you did and how you stayed on your program, we're going to be ringing the bell for Kelly. Yes, Queen. Yes. Let me scroll up here. I love the comments. Are you guys having fun? Are you guys drinking juice? Are you guys having fun in class? Isn't this so much fun? We're figuring stuff out. We're helping beautiful mamas in here raise their babies healthfully. We're celebrating pain-free in almost 3 years. Are you frigging kidding me right now? This is so much fun. We're celebrating being off of prescribed allergy meds just recently with this, and off of pain medication, over-the-counter pain meds. Alana, you rock star. Let's hear it for Alana with the frozen shoulder and applying heat and getting a little massage and not taking the pain medication, because that is some tough work that you're processing through, Alana. The other thing, it's just reminding me, thank you, just reminding me that I didn't say this, but as you start breaking up this lymphatic stagnation with all of this fruit juicing, you're going to experience in your body wherever is most compromised, wherever needs the lymphatic, wherever is most constipated, you're going to feel it. So that might be in a lot this week. My right, it's showing up as left on the screen. I don't know if you guys heard that, but a big fire truck just went by, beeping the horn and all, and sirens. My right shoulder, like it's gone now, but this was starting to really get sore, and both of my shoulders, my joints have always been really really messed up. I was diagnosed with arthritis at 11 years old, you guys. Crazy bananas, right? So coming off of all of these prescribed allergy meds, which is just suppressing your body's attempt to clear out its mucosal lining, taking these pain medications that we're just dulling the pain, right? We're not taking away the cause of the pain. So when you stop taking the pain medication, or when that dosage of pain medication doesn't work anymore, you got to up it to the next dosage. You got to always keep taking more. You're not getting rid of what's causing the pain. When we address the cause of the symptom, we can finally eliminate the symptom, because we're taking away what's causing it. It's like, what? How is it that the medical community doesn't know this? How is it, Beverly, that you have probably been to, I don't know, some doctor or some, just to be diagnosed, rheumatoid arthritis, that's some serious stuff for a young woman. I mean, I'm assuming that you're still a young woman. I'm a young woman. I'm 55 years old. I've never felt better. I'm not old at all, and I don't want to feel old in my body. And I know what that feels like, to be feeling old in your body, and you're just like, damn, I feel so old in my body. How many doctors do we go to before we realize that they do not have the answer? How many times does it take going to a doctor for another prescription before we realize that that is not the answer to what is ailing us? This is the answer. Fruits, melons, and berries. Detoxification is that golden key that is going to help you unlock your inner world of health and vitality. Not prescription medication, not all the steroids, all the artificial stimulants. No, not all the hormone replacement therapy. No, Burns, that is not going to heal your hot flashes. Yeah, but when I take them, my hot flashes go away. Yeah, but you see, what you're doing is you're just suppressing something, and you're killing your thyroid's ability to properly do its work, because my thyroid, my progesterone, my estrogen, my testosterone, all of it is off. And taking all of these medications is not going to help. All of these pharmaceutical products, that's not going to help. Guess what? I'm sure Beverly has been on her share of medication to alleviate these things. Once you heal the thyroid, you heal the rheumatoid arthritis, you stop pulling and leaching calcium out of the bones to cool down our acid bodies, because now we're not putting the acid in anymore. Now we're putting the fruits in. Now our body doesn't need to leach the calcium out of its bones in order to cool down the acid hit that we keep pouring into it, because we're not putting that in anymore. We're not putting in the meat. We're not putting in the eggs. We're not putting in the dairy. We're not putting in the fish and all the things that we think are healthy, like oats and all of that kind of stuff, all the grains, all the beans, all of the junk that we think is food. We're not doing that anymore, because now we're understanding that this is going to leave behind an acid residue. Remember what happens to excess glucose when you have too much, when you have any complex carbohydrates. Do you guys remember from yesterday? Right? Who remembers from yesterday? Remember yesterday, you guys? We were talking about sugar and carbs, right? Too much glucose. You eat too much crap. You have too much glucose. Glucose overload, which makes excessive carbon molecules. What's your body going to do with excess carbons? It's got to do something with it, right? Can't just sit in there. It's got to process it. It's got to process it. Right? So we carbon dioxide and carbonic acid. Carbon dioxide we exhale through the lungs and we get rid of through the kidneys and the skin. Which is why I don't wear a mask, because I'm not interested in inhaling back in this carbon dioxide. Carbonic acid requires oxidation in order to be processed out of the body. And both of these things are acid. I know the pastry tastes delicious. It doesn't taste acidic. That's not acid. Burns, you're talking nonsense. No, it is. It's acid. That acid, baby, that acid has got to be neutralized and get removed from the body, right? That acid residue, carbonic acid, if it doesn't get cleared out of your body, it's going to affect your body. It's going to make you acidic. It's going to make you acidic. And one of the buffering systems of the human body, one of the ways that the human body helps to not burn itself up because of all the acid you're putting into your system by eating all the breads and the cookies and the pastry and the beans and the rice and all of those complex carbs, right? It's chemistry, right? It's carbon. It's chemistry. One of the things that your body is going to do is it's going to try to find some other component, mineral, some other chemistry in your body to cool down the acid hit. And one of the ways it does that is that it pulls calcium out of your bones. You know, when you have heartburn and you take a Tums, you know, when you eat a Tums because you got heartburn, that Tums is calcium carbonate. So the body is going to turn to itself to do that first. And it's going to pull the calcium out of your bones. This is all controlled and determined as well by the thyroid and the parathyroid gland. The parathyroid gland is responsible for your connective tissue, your skin and your connective tissue. Connective tissue. Calcium buffering system. Thyroid gland. This is where it all goes down. That's where it all goes down. This is a real serious thing, you guys. It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke. That's why many of us are in this situation that we're in right now. And then you want to know why so many people are diabetic. And it's the people who have diabetes or who know about diabetes being a sugar metabolism issue. And oh my God, you can't have sugar if you're diabetic because you're hyperglycemic, right? Or hypoglycemic. Hypo is low sugar, right? Hyper is too much in the blood. Well, we don't realize that it's the complex sugars that are causing the demand on the pancreas to produce all the insulin to handle and get rid of the excess. That's why we're here. That is why we're here. We're here to figure this out and to get a better way of understanding what it is that we're putting in our body. How is it affecting our health? How is it affecting our children's health? How is it going to affect our grandchildren's health? Because if you have passed down what you have passed down to your children, and you have, we all do. There's no mystery. My egg, his sperm, bam, baby. Well, I'm not going to get other genetic material from somewhere else, am I? Unless you have in vitro fertilization. But it's the mother's egg and the father's sperm. It's not rocket science. That raw material, that stuff that's in each egg and that stuff that's in each sperm that come together to produce a whole new beautiful baby is going to very much be determined by what is in that cell. That is going to have an outcome. Today I posted the picture on my Facebook page of my screenshot from today. This is from our bouncing class, for those of you who haven't seen. That was me this morning, right after we did our rebounding. And I posted this, and one of my amazing family members, beautiful man, on my father's side, said, "You must have come from," quotes, "good stock." And I said, "Thanks, fam." Unfortunately, our amazing family has very chronic health conditions. If you're watching, hello. A long line of lymphatic stagnation, dis-ease in the body, but I am working on repairing all of that and detoxing the acid overload that I've been piling up on top of that genetically weak code, which has seriously impacted my health. We can turn everything around, and it's a lot easier than we think. So yeah, I come from good stock, sure, because I look great at 55. Okay. But I have cancer in my body because I have messed it up royally. And the family genetic stock that I got, that for some reason we all think is like, oh no, I got great genetic. No, we don't. No, we absolutely don't. Look at all of our family members. Look at all of your family members. And look at all of the dis-ease that we see around us in our own family. So don't fool yourself and think that I come from good stock, Henry. I don't. We don't. We don't. We think that, oh, well, I'm 82, but I'm not calling him out. I'm just saying I'll be 82 next week, and I am okay with my health, except for bad leg circulation, but living with it. Living with it. Bad leg circulation, honey. Dear sweet, amazing man in my family, cousin, whatever. I don't know exactly. It's like there's so many of us. Well, I'm related to you. We're cousins. That bad leg circulation that you're just living with is not something that you should be living with. That is from renal failure. And I didn't want to put another comment there. I just said, 3 hearts. You are blessed, my dear. Happiest of happy birthdays to you for next week. Because he said he'll be 82 next week. And I just want to say, you don't have to live with that. Poor circulation is kidney failure. You're in renal failure when you see that happening. And it starts showing up from the lower extremities. My grandmother, my mom's mother, was diabetic, and right before she died of a diabetic coma on my birthday in 1987, right before that, she had gangrene in her foot and had to have her leg amputated up to her knee. I guess she was just living with the diabetes too, right? Just living with it. I saw her live with it my entire life. She was always making some kind of bush tea. I'm from Trinidad. So it was always some kind of bush tea that she was making, herbs. She was like smart. She was a brilliant woman. Smart. Not much educated, but a fascinating, brilliant mind. She, back in the day, in the 50s, in the 1950s in Trinidad, she owned her own beer garden, meaning a bar, a corner stop kind of watering hole, as they would call it, a beer garden. You'd go there and drink your beer. They still have them in Trinidad. And she owned and ran that herself. She raised 3 children from 2 different fathers, never married to either of them. She was like a rebel. I love it. Mummy Granny, Lucy Cabrajan, my grandmother. Anyhow, she was beautiful. She was brilliant. She was amazing. She was a diabetic, and she understood the power of the herbs, but she did not obviously understand the power of fruits, melons, and berries, because our diets on both sides of my family have been nothing short of delicious and fabulous in the moment, but extremely acidic. And every single generation that comes after inherits the best of what we got and the worst of what we got. This is why it's really important if you're thinking of starting a family. I know most of my viewers obviously have children already, but if you stumble upon this and you are a youngster, like our Giovanna, who's in here, Kaya, who pops in as she watches her mama on Facebook Live and YouTube Live, right? All of us who have an ability to be an influence on our grandchildren, like Emma, right? Like Elijah, Chata's nephew, like Emma is Janita's granddaughter, like all of our granddaughters and well, I don't have any granddaughters, but all of our kids, it's so important for them to get this right, because if they are coming from us and we are so, messed up because of what we've put in our mouths for decades and up until and during our pregnancy with them, we have an ability to help them turn it around. And it is a serious and also important thing that we can do for them and with them. Without it, they just face so much pain and suffering down the road. Like my beautiful Sehar with her 3 beautiful children. Hi, Amar. Hi, Aaliyah. Hi, Alyssa. We have a duty, a responsibility to help our kids thrive in the best bodies that we can help them thrive in. Victoria, our beautiful Victoria, who was in class with us on Saturday and loving all of the learning and letting me take a picture and shine a light in her eyes. Thank you, Victoria. I love you. We have a responsibility to our children to help reverse what we set them up for. We can help them reverse this, guys. The body can be regenerated, but it has to be detoxed first. So when we're thinking about, well, how early or how young, or could I detox my baby, my young child, my autistic, my children on the autism spectrum. I don't like to say autistic children because they're not. They're just on a spectrum right now. That's all. They're just we're all on a spectrum. I'm on my own spectrum sometimes, if you know what I mean. We're all on a continuum. and how much in balance the body is, it's going to let us know by how it's firing and wiring neurologically. This is why I say, I'm not saying that you need to fix your child who happens to be somewhere on the spectrum that is not socially normal. There's a lot of normal people who, quite frankly, I don't want to be on your spectrum. I want to be on their spectrum. You know? I hope this is helpful for you guys. I hope this is helpful for you guys. But I get really, like, I want to really drive that point home that this stuff is for real. Look at Emoji King says, I can relate to the youngsters maybe because I was fasting at 17 years old, etc. Yeah, well, good on you. I wasn't. I was burping farts out of my mouth. What a great little sound bite for later on when this whole real juicy detox thing gets worldwide. I crack myself up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Emoji King says, I go to my gun club's annual Beast Feast barbecue with mason jars full of mango pudding. I've got a couple converts. Oh, I could just imagine. You convert everybody you come across, like everybody you know. It's like, you got to get over to the real juicy detox. Come on, let's go. You got to come. Get over here. Get over here. Ah, yes, edible arrangements. Thank you. That is it. That is it. I gave all my grandkids pictures of me. Nice. Homework. Thank you. Homework timestamp at 2:40. When the body says no. Thank you, babe. Gabor Mate. So whatever, actually, if you just go, here's your homework as well. Your homework is that I'm just going to tell you what the homework is. And now you have to go to YouTube, open up your app, type it in, search for it, find one. There are many on the topic. He's done podcast interviews on it, like on Lewis Howes. He has done TED Talks on it. The dude is amazing. He looks a little bit like he needs a detox. I'm not going to lie. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, you got some serious renal failure going on, Gabor. Come on. Come to class. Come sit with Burns and the Juicy Juicers and the More Force on the Real Juicy Detox, and let's get you cleaned up a bit more because, babe, I'm serious. I'm not even joking. And this is not a jab at anybody at all. But I see people now, and like Emoji King says, how he has inner body experiences. I have these crazy, I can just speak to somebody for a minute and I know it's crazy. It's a little freaky to me because it's I have a new heightened awareness about this how we create what we got. I have a heightened awareness about that. And now when I just speak to somebody, it's like I get these downloads of just stuff that comes out of my mouth, and I don't know where it comes from. Well, I know where it comes from. I'm just starting to understand the how to use it to help people as it's happening. And this is one way. This is the way that I do that. This is the way that I believe I've been called to share this work and to help people understand where they are on their healing journey and how to get further ahead on their healing journey. Because there's so many different ways to do this, guys. There's so many different ways to detox your body. There's so many levels of acceleration and other times that you might want, and that you might want to just you listen to your body and know when you want to go in more. That's what I did. That's why I started sharing this with you guys. And a week before I started, that's why I said, you know what? I wonder who else. There's so many people that are watching the Saturday morning juicing videos where whereby on Facebook, on Burns Bedard on Facebook. And so many people, I wonder how many other people who have been watching, asking questions. They're in so many groups. The several groups that I share this out to at the beginning of class are in so many different groups. And it's like, I wonder who else might be wanting to give this a try, but they just haven't been able to launch that rocket ship as yet. I wonder if this would inspire anybody. And here we are. I don't know what the number in our Facebook group is as yet. Let me just double check. Groups. The Real Juicy Detox. 101 members. Like, come on, guys. How amazing is that? 100 people gathered together on Facebook at The Real Juicy Detox. And we're learning and we're doing this together. We're healing our bodies. We're having fun. We're hanging out. My God, what else are you going to do? It's lockdown. Let's turn Burns on and hope that it doesn't coincide with Infinite Waters diving deep once again, because I love watching him live. I love watching that man live. He is amazing. If you guys are not following him, why? Go follow him. He's the real deal. Where are you? Infinite Waters. Infinite Waters diving deep once again. Yes, my brother. Yes, I love him. He's not live right now, so it's good. We can keep going. Infinite Waters isn't on yet. I'm kidding. This is more important than Infinite Waters. We can always catch him on the replay, but you can't do this when you're on Infinite Waters because he's not going to show you every comment, because his comment stream, you can't even, it's like 1.85 million subscribers on YouTube, 1.85 million people who are looking up to him for the light that he is. I love him. Ashlyn says, Burns, I should also specify I was on an herbal protocol, but I cheated daily with plantain chips and organic salsa after 2 weeks of awful cravings. So I was still having some salt and sometimes a spoonful of peanut butter. It was very difficult for me to stick to it fully. I understand, babe. It's okay. And after about 3 months, I gave up entirely. Thyroid went into remission for a full year and a half afterwards. So I'd say it wasn't totally fruitless. Nice pun. Yeah. Well, this is a different kind of way, babe. And in here, we are going to talk about ways that I hope you've picked up some of the tips already on how to, if you are having cravings, number one, understanding what cravings are, right? That might be candida. That is like, give me my complex carbs. How dare you try to starve me off with this damn fructose? Fuck you. Give me my complex carbs. That's candida. That's candida. And the other kind of cravings that we have are the adrenals. And they go something like, oh my God, give me some of that salt. Give me some of that salt. No, I want salty chips. I want everything salty and savory. Give it to me now. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Get in my belly, chips. That's your adrenals talking. Okay? So when you understand that and you understand, okay, I'm having a moment, I'm having a craving. I'm craving crackers. I'm craving Pringles. I have alternatives for that. It's called raw vegan, amazing buckwheat, Ivar roasted red pepper chips or crackers or whatever you want to call it. But I have all of these recipes so that when you are feeling like you don't want to do 100% juice anymore or 100% fruits or 100% fruit smoothies, now you want to pull it back a little bit. You still want to benefit from the detoxificating properties and constituents within the fruit. So if you were me, if I were you, I would recommend eating and drinking as much fruit juice as you can, maybe a liter between breakfast and lunch, maybe a liter between lunch and dinner, and maybe 500 mils or a liter after dinner. And for lunch, you can have a really beautiful, huge, enormous, gigantic, luscious fruit salad. right? My mouth is watering as I'm saying that because I'm thinking of all the fruit in the house right now. And then maybe for dinner, I can have a beautiful wrap like the ones that we're going to be making at the Real Juicy Detox right here on Facebook and YouTube after the juicy part of my cleanse is done and I take you back in the kitchen. Maybe you want to make some of the beautiful raw vegan burgers that my teenagers go nuts for. Maybe you want to make some of the crackers or some of the wraps or some of the dips and oh my God, the raw vegan chili. Stop it. Okay, stop it. I'm going to stop it because I'm getting a little bit too turned on by the food porn right now. That's not good. So don't beat yourself up too much, Ashlyn. Don't beat yourself up too much at all. These things happen. At least you got a little foray into what it might be like. I do recommend doing the herbal stuff, and hopefully within a couple of weeks, my back office will be open so that if anybody wants to order their herbs through the burns and help a sister out, kind of support all of this beautiful free content that I can do for you guys with these classes and all of the group stuff that we do together and the rebounding fun in the morning, bouncing with Burns, then you might want to consider ordering your Dr. Morse herbs through the Burns. Same price as if you order it on his website. Drop shipped straight from him. You just order through me and I place the order for you through Dr. Morse's office immediately. So it's really seamless. And he's done this so that us practitioners can slowly build a thriving practice and help people get healthy while we also provide an income for our families as well. So I hope that you guys do that. And I will let you know immediately as soon as that back office gets opened up. I'm just waiting to hear back from Shannon. Shannon, come on, get her done. Kelly says, I learned a long time ago not to say no. And I don't feel bad about it at all, ever. Awesome. I know what I can do and what I can't. That is amazing. You're a powerful goddess. I love it. Alana says, I'm only on my phone. Can't share the link. All good. No worries. Yes. So fresh fruit. Fresh fruit it up, baby. The more fresh fruit you have, and the more beautiful fresh fruit that you have, the more you're not going to be tempted. Go prepared. Don't be like Alana was yesterday and went out for the entire day and didn't bring her juices. Don't be like that. Don't be like me. I've done it too. Take as much as you think you would need. Take more than you think you need, and you'll be fine. I know. Bevloy is so amazing. I mean, Bevloy. I'm sure you get that sometimes though, right, babe? Yes, bells for her. I love that bell. Oh yeah, it went down everywhere. It went down. It said I lost my internet connection, even though I'm hardwired. I don't know. But you're back. Screenshots. Yes. Okay, so no, they aren't just Ziploc bags. Okay, so if you can post a picture of them in the group, that would be great. I'll get a link on Amazon for it. Grape juice, baby. Yeah. That's so awesome, Alana. Okay, perfect. I will put that in the group. I thought that siren was a rooster. Oh my God, that's funny. They do know Big Pharma runs everything. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, Beverly, yes, you're a young chicken. You're a spring chicken like me. We're just halfway there, or maybe not quite halfway there to the end of our game, I feel. I see myself living another 50, 60 years, to be honest with you. Yeah, I do. You were diagnosed in 2009. Yes. Oh my gosh. So it's been a while, eh? I posted the link in the Facebook group as well. Thank you. FroZip drink pouch. Okay, awesome. I feel old and tired all the time. It's terrible. Oh my gosh, Laura, I'm so sorry to hear that. Listen, stick with us, do the juicing, enjoy the fruits. This is where all of the energy, all the amplitude of energy. I know you were in yesterday's class, but I talked about this, right? The amplitude of energy that's in our fruits, melons, and berries, and the benefit to us electromagnetically and from a detox perspective as well. And because it's got the awareness and the consciousness of the fruit contained within it, you're on the right track. You got this. Yes. So, Beverly, I am familiar with angiosing spondylitis. Itis. Yeah. Anytime you see itis in a word, it means inflammation. Flushing it out your system. Yes, that's going to be important. Yes, Emoji King. Yeah, the key is the grapes, baby. Kelly says, my 92-year-old girlfriend has better cognitive skills than me. She is sharp as a tack. I'm only 53 and she's in much better health than me. Oh my God, you need to go get your secrets. Go do a little interview with her. What are your secrets of longevity? Seriously, girl, just on your phone, ask her and we'll play it here. Can you do it and do it sideways like how this video is running sideways? Can you take your phone? Kelly, take your phone. And I want you to interview her, record it as a video, and send it to me, please. What are her secrets to a long, healthy, sharp as a tack, vibrant life at 93 years old? Can you please? And I'll play it in class. This is brilliant. Yeah, you too, right, Kelly? Well, we're clearing our systems out. We're getting all of this beautiful energy into ourselves. We're clearing out our mucoid plaque in the bowels, which is all about absorption of minerals after digestion. Remember, when we drink our juice, it diffuses into our cells right away. It doesn't have to go through the digestive system. It gets absorbed through the bowel wall, but also through all of our cell walls quickly without needing a whole lot of digestive energy. So drink your juice, eat your fruits. I know, I said it. I can't believe I admitted that to you guys. I don't have many skeletons in my closet, but this is definitely one and it's out. Dang. We can turn anything around at any age. Absolutely. Nikki Bless. Yes, girl. I've been watching Infinite Waters for years. Love him. Same. I've been watching him for about 5 years, I think. God, I love that man. I'm waiting on the back office. Yeah, me too. I will let you know as soon as I get it. Ashton says, ooh, I'd love to try your recipes. Is it possible to detox and heal without herbs? Yes. But you gotta go all in. You gotta go all in. It can be done. It might take a little bit longer, but if you go all in, if you want to really detox on without herbs, grape juice fast. Grape juice. It's hard to do. Like, as you can see, my leader today during class has not been grape juice. I had grape juice at the this morning. Excuse me. And I will drink probably a liter of grape juice after class and into this evening. I had some this morning, not this evening. Woo. Excuse me. But if you want to really get into your detox and not do the herbal support, actually, if you just do the heal all tea or the heal all herbs, just that will really help you out. She says, I want to take herbs, but need guidance on what I'd need to take. My last detox, I was overseen by partners in a healing practice in Florida, and I love them, but it was too expensive per Skype appointment. Not sure we can do that again. Yeah, you know what? I offer one-on-one support, but what I want to do is on an individual level, and not that expensive, and you get like pretty much all the time you need from me in that 1 month session. I think it's $5.99 per month with me, which include you get a lot of time. Let's say that. Ask Kim, right, Kim? You get a lot of time when you work with Burns one-on-one in paid sessions. That's for sure. Kim and I have a Friday night date night every Friday night, every single Friday night. And we chat for 2 hours sometimes. A lot of times we just chat for an hour. If I really have if I'm too, if I'm really tight on scheduling and my energy is low, her energy is low, we go as long as we need to go and as long as we can go on our one-on-one calls. But I also walk you through all of that kind of stuff. But what I want to do is this. I'm going to prepare a class where I'm going to go through all of the foundation herbal protocol kits that he has, the deep tissue cleansing kits, and as well the other important herbs that you might want to look at if you have different conditions. And I'm going to show you guys how to get the form off of the website that I have, that it hasn't been uploaded. This form is yet, but I'm going to upload the health questionnaire so that you can go through and you can identify which are your major organs and glands that you need strengthening. And you're going to be surprised at the questions and how they point to the different glands. And then after that, doing that class on here that really goes through the different herbal stuff that you need for different scenarios. What kind of herbs should you have in your first aid kit, your first healing kit in your home? What are some of the herbs that you should have in there? Bleeding is a really good one. For anytime you have any bleeding, black salve, the healing salve, the Heal All tea should be in everyone's protocol because it is so healing on so many levels, right? What else? The spasm control, if ever you have somebody who's got a lot of vomiting, or there's just so many things. The happy caps, if you know that at times you kind of have your little moods that kind of can feel like you're spiraling back downwards again, the happy caps are really good. So we're going to talk about all of that. I'm going to prepare a class for you guys on that. And then also, what are some of the basic herbs that we can give to our kids? What is a good way to help our children with these herbal supports as well? So if you go on my website, Ashlyn, therealjuicydetox.com, I have a description of what I do in my coaching and healing packages for you if you're so inclined. But there's usually a lot that you can get right here in class too. Yes, Emoji King says herbs can change the way you think, man. Yeah, for sure. Right there with you, man. I like my natural plant medicine too. Laura says, yes, I'm looking forward to this. Going shopping today. Okay, that is amazing. You can do this. You can totally do this. Fruits, melons, and berries, baby. Fruits, melons, and berries. Just choose something beautiful and ripe that you love. Ask it when you hold it in the grocery store. Ask it, ask your body. You'll know by how you feel as you hold it and as you look at it. You're like, or what you're drawn to, that is what your body is. Listen to that intuition in that body of yours. Yes, we are. I not as yet. He's on my playlist. He's in queue to be watched. Yes, cat down the street. Exactly. Lane says, I think it's possible, but the herbs definitely speed up the process. I'm trying Dr. Morse Heal All capsules first. I've heard such great things about the Heal All tea. Yes. So I'm really excited. After the new year, I'm going to invest in the Fab 4. Amazing, Lane. That is so good. Awesome. Slow motion. I feel like I can't do the slow motion. Um, that is definitely his trademark thing. I love him. Yes, Emoji King. Good things come in small packages. Yes, indeed, we do. Yes, indeed. You're so very welcome, Ashlyn. I'm so glad that you were here. We've had an amazing time. I'm going to say, guys, check out the Facebook group. I'm going to be signing off, and I want to just let you guys know that this means the absolute world to me. It really does, to be able to come here every day and connect with you guys, and to know that you are feeling the love too. That just it's really, really cool. It's so friggin' cool. I love you all. Bye.